I'm ready. Can we do a recap though?
Yeah, I have no clue what happened in the last
Can we do a recap? He asks. Can we do a recap?
I don't think Captain was here for the last one.
Captain wasn't.
Captain
Then-
was not. That's
You
right.
should know what happened by now.
Does he?
That
No.
assumes that I have the energy to have watched that.
Are you still sick? I swear to God.
No, it's like permanent sickness now. Like it's
Oh
just
no.
it's fucking just obnoxious, dude.
Is it
I've-
like long COVID?
Yeah,
it
I've
feels
heard
like
about
long
this.
COVID.
I
Yeah.
had a
Oh,
customer who
fuck.
was like, "I've had this for like 5 weeks." I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Like,
Yeah, it's just I miss
Damn, dude.
exercise. Like at this point, I don't exercise, but I miss exercise.
Yeah.
I want to move.
You miss
Oh,
feeling
I'm
like you can
sorry.
move without your body directly protesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I can do a recap. It was pretty short and delightfully sweet. Because where our recap had left off the session before, Darkness had taken off down the hall for further investigation, feeling a calling from his god, perhaps, a deep, dark voice coming from the void. But it was not long before you were all surrounded by several large monstrosities, homunculus dragons stitched together in these macabre interweaving. You fought valiantly, and just as you felt like the battle had concluded, through down the hall, Call noticed a very distinct smell of smoke on the air. One that reminds him of a very, very hard night for him. It's the night he failed in his mission to protect his prince. And from that shadow emerged a large, beastly form of a dragonborn, but not quite as Call had originally remembered Nadar. Now Nadar had large, leathery wings folding out from his back. And that's where we're picking up. Nobody has gotten a short rest. Nobody has gotten a long rest. Several of you are kind of on the wounded side of things. I sincerely hope that you've reviewed your inventory and that you've decided to use some of the resources that you have available to you. We will be rolling a new initiative because it does not save our initiative order, and I don't feel like going back and manually entering them. So, if we would like to all start by rolling initiative. Darkness, I have you at the back of the pack as you've come back out, hearing the cacophony of battle kind of subsiding.
That's totally fine.
I have a candle.
Candles are good.
That's a mediocre initiative roll.
I would like to remind Urugaru that you are not allowed to leave this space near me so that I can give you protection from fire. And also heal us a little bit.
I mean, I can do a nominal amount of healing to myself as well.
You guys got healing potions. Now's the time.
Yep. I know.
Do you have a healing potion?
I do have a healing potion.
Oh, okay. I'll let you use that then.
Well, yeah, I suppose I could do the healing thing, huh? That is one of those spells that I'm good at.
Also, in case Darkness doesn't know, a bunch of the mushrooms are on fire, and the smoke is like
Choking.
it's possibly also hallucinogenic. We don't
Yes.
know.
Possibly also.
Possibly.
So actually, let's go ahead and start that with Darkness as you come running back through the mouth of the cave that you went in to go and try and help defend some of the Myconids from advances from the Abishai that seem to be appearing through various tunnels. If you can roll me a Constitution savings throw, please.
Oh, I'm not very good at those. 12?
All right.
Was almost a 2 for a second.
Nothing happens that you notice yet.
hate it when you add that extra little suffix there at the
Do you?
end. Yes, yes, with every fiber of my being, I do hate it.
That you notice.
Good.
Nothing
notice
happens
Yet,
that
yet.
you notice.
Yet.
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 fucking yet. All right. Good, 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 good.
I
Great.
will remind you that there is no shame in fleeing to fight, and to fleeing and living to fight another day.
And there's no sex in the champagne room.
Did I just close my? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I'm not an idiot. Total idiot anyway. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up all of my stuff. I've got a lot of tabs going on. All right. At the top of the initiative order, Jackie.
Yeah, your screen's flickering like crazy though.
Mine?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was strobing out.
How about now?
It's good
It's a
now.
little better.
Creeping me out, man.
It's a big
Alright.
map.
So we rolled initiative. Am I far enough away to go into stealth right now?
You're right here, and no.
Is that an enemy to the south of me?
Right here, yes.
That's our
That's
big
Nadar.
boy.
That is the big boy.
Yeah, I could
You
move
need
it
to
further
run.
down, but we're trying to, like... There's more map up this way.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to try and run past him down the cave this way, I'll allow it. The darkness is on the other side of you, as is the rest of your
Straight-
party.
Straight up, Call will as soon as he sees Nadar, he's gonna look at Jackie and say, "Run."
Can I sprint to Arc 1?
Yes.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Do you get to go further if you sprint? Or is it the same?
So if you're looking to double move, so use your action to move as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember, but Urugaru and I are currently engulfed in a ring of fire. I don't know if it saves your fire markers from last time.
It did not.
Ah, crap. It was part of our
That is
plan
true.
that we were going to start putting out fire.
There is a ring of fire here. Most of the fires have started to subside. They are smoldering, but they don't seem to be giving out fully.
I don't really have like ways to put out fires, so I'm gonna just run this sprint to Arc 1.
Dash action. So do you have the dash action?
That's a good question. Feats, spellcaster.
I feel like I didn't know characters couldn't have the dash action.
Right?
I think everyone can dash as
Actions in
as
combat.
an action.
It looks like it's a default, just in the.
Yeah,
under-
I
it's
just
just
was
under
trying to remember
actions.
I'm just trying to remember. So if you're trying to dash, that's an additional 30 feet. In addition, so you're using your 1, 5, 10, 15. So you can get easily to here.
I'm gonna be like, holy shit!
Where's Nadar?
Down here.
Down
At the
there.
bottom.
Okay. And where
Lorna.
all the like other things on the right and left, those are all Dragonborn or no?
So these are Myconids, Myconid colonies that are attempting to fend off the Abishai that
Those
are
are
currently.
good guys. Good guy
Okay.
So
Myconids.
So
But
Myconid
they
colonies, good guys, but not
are in
necessarily
Yeah.
impactful. The dark blue dragonborn looking things with the wings, these are Abishai. These tiny little dragon skulls are these twisted homunculi of combined dragon pieces. So
Okay.
like that scene from Toy Story with
Yeah.
Sid's toys, how they're all stitched together from disappointing parts.
Yeah.
So various draconic monstrosities.
Lovely.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
So play nice.
We toys can see everything. Sorry.
Arc one.
Yes. All right. Okay. So that was all for Jackie's action. It's just a dash up
Yeah,
to me.
just move and dash action.
Yeah, I was way down there, but I'm over here, and I let you know that, like, dude, Nadar's down there. Holy shit!
Can I even see the Nadar from here?
From where you're at currently, not really, no.
No. Okay.
You could probably see the glow and the smoke coming through, but the smoke's been coming from all around because of all of the fires that were started.
Did you say Nadar's down there? Did you see the dagger on him?
He's like really, really, really big right now. And no.
Crap, this is not really changed. Okay, you have to make sure that everybody else gets out there. I gotta do this. Maybe
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
Look
say
for the
we're gonna have to stop the side conversation because we are in initiative order.
I like as he came up to me, like
Right.
I'm figuring I could
So, like,
have a
yeah,
little
you-
bit of a conversation right there.
Right.
Okay, that's all.
Which I'm giving up until this point.
It's my
but-
bonus action.
Yes, which is why I was willing to let it go. Which is why I was like, banter back and forth is fine right now, but I am gonna cut it here as a
Okay.
minor action.
All right. So I am going to use my movement. I want to upon hearing this, I'm gonna try to. I want to get up closer, basically, to the circle. If
You get up
I
here,
have
you
any
land
kind
right
of
on the dark.
if I have like any kind of like smoke plumes and that sort of thing that I can maybe like work around, I would try to like keep myself as hidden as possible.
Go
Basically,
ahead and roll me a stealth check. Okay.
23. These monstrosities, my ability to disguise self, would I be able to disguise myself as that? Would it be able to
No.
go that far? Not that far.
Mm-mm. No. Much like my character in Baldi's, like I can disguise myself to look like a version of a humanoid to varying heights, but going from humanoid to monstrosity is not generally a thing.
How about like the the clothing that we've seen like the Abishai wearing previously?
You want to try and disguise yourself as an Abishai?
Or like yeah, someone like or the
So Arkvon like runs kind of out, takes a brief pause to look around and go, okay, and then begins to start trying to put things on to disguise himself as an Abishai
no, using my cloak.
using your cloak.
Disguise self.
Special cloak, right?
Yeah, disguise self.
I'll
I just
allow
want to
it,
point
but I want you
one
to
thing out.
roll me a performance check.
I just want to point one thing out. Are you sure you want to disguise yourself like the enemy right now, in the middle of combat?
I can't go into it. I have a plan.
You can't change your body type.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I wouldn't be able to like get balls and like.
So you're going to
giants
be
and stuff
about
like that.
your height
Yeah,
with your horns to look like an Abishai without wings.
Yeah, it's like some clothes hanger wire in the shape of wings with like scraps of fabric hanging
I'm
off
just
of
trying
it.
to set the parameter. So if that sounds like what you would like to do, I'm super down to roll the dice.
I'm just trying to look roughly like potentially one of them. It's not supposed to be a great disguise from a distance, basically. Like.
Okay.
I'm just
Roll
trying
me
to.
the performance check because trying to justify the wings is going to be the hard part.
21.
He's just flapping his arms. Hey, that's not bad.
All right. So it was a move and your action. You have a bonus action still.
I'm gonna hold on to that. I think. Well, let's see. Bonus action wouldn't be necessarily dashing, would it? Or would I be able to add a dash into it?
As a rogue, possibly, but I am not 100% certain. Do you have a bonus action dash?
You know what? Actually, where I'm at is perfect. It's like right where we need to start getting people falling back. Yeah, I'm actually in a good position. That's fine.
Okay. These guys are gonna start moving in and assaulting the Myconids.
No! Salt is the last thing they need.
Oh, is that right?
I'm not gonna say it again. I'm sorry.
I heard it. That was good.
I will watch the VOD.
I missed it, but
One of these is gonna notice darkness out of the corner of his eye and make a beeline,
No.
flying
How?
over.
Oh, he's
This
flying.
is
Oh.
mushrooms,
Yeah.
and they are flying.
Yeah.
But thankfully, he can't get close enough to do anything just yet. Ray, it is your turn. Call, you are on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Uragaru. Both of us fucking charred,
I'm fine.
scarred, barely
I-
alive at this point.
I have 2 whole hit points to donate to charity. I'm
Nice.
fine.
You 3.
All right.
Yeah, well,
I
I
am
need
going
one of
to-
them to live.
I
but
guess
there's
that's
two more.
I need one of them to live.
I start like scooping up mud and smearing it on Uragaru and saying like a couple of chants under my breath so that the mud kind of turns into clay as it hardens. Listen, this will protect you from the fire a little bit, but not a lot. Just try not to die, okay?
I make no promises.
And for my bonus action, I can only cast Healing Word as a bonus at first level. Is that right? Okay, so that'll be my last first level. I will cast that on myself.
So as you're rubbing the mud into Urugaru, I need both of you to make me a Constitution savings throw.
Oh no! Wait, do I not heal first?
Uh-oh.
Can I heal first?
I need both of you to roll me a Constitution savings throw.
I don't think 10 is a good Constitution saving throw.
Is not what I would call a good one.
Oh
I
my god!
mean,
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right.
a 10 out of 10 is really good.
Okay. Nothing happens that you notice.
Oh,
Okay.
the that you notice is always
Yeah.
there.
Can I still heal?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm kind of just like muttering under my breath, like, okay, I got this. All right, we got a safe call. Let's go. I'm up to 10 hit points now.
Paul. Before you stands your adversary. He has both of his hand axes at his sides, and you can see the brilliant dagger that was used to murder your prince satcheled in his belt.
Every instinct in Call's body says to throw himself at Nadar right now. And then he's going to stop and he's going to look behind him at his friends in various states of overcookedness.
2 HP to give, buddy. I'm good.
And the fire everywhere. And he will know that this is not the time. So Call is going to fall back directly up 3 squares first. And then he is going to attack the mushrooms to his left and right to knock them down and form an obstacle.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll for that. You can just do one attack roll for both mushrooms.
Okay.
Do kind of like a sweeping motion as you kind of like whirl your blade around.
24.
24 will absolutely hit.
All right. All right. Then from there, he's going to rejoin Rail and Urugaru through the fire ring.
Okay.
He's going to check on them, make sure they're all right.
They are not.
They are
Oh,
not.
perfectly fine, bud.
Roll
Don't
me a
worry about
medicine check.
Okay. It's not the right direction to. There we go. Y'all look terrible.
I've been worse.
With a 16, you notice something strange about Rail's eyes. They're smoky.
Oh, we're high as fuck.
They're not
Rail, can you
red.
hear
They
me?
they look like they are glazing over with a pitch smoke on the inside. Like if you were to capture pitch smoke inside of a glass orb.
Okay. How does Urugaru look? Is he doing the same thing?
Same thing.
I've been
Same
worse.
thing?
Don't worry about me.
Is there a way for me to pick them up and help them move?
You can pick up one of them. Urugaru is large and you are tiny call right now.
I was
You
gonna
are
say,
still tiny. Oh,
I am
Rail.
still
It's
fucking
okay.
tiny.
It's okay. You're harder to hit, and you have all your stats still.
That is
It's good.
not accurate.
You are not harder to hit.
We could believe that in our
Um,
minds, and
Sure,
maybe
in
that'll
your
make the
heart you
rolls
believe
better.
that it might be harder for him to want to hit a child, but you
That's
also aren't
how-
entirely certain.
That's how rolls are better, because you believe.
Okay, I don't disagree with that.
Can you both hear me?
Yes, they can both hear you.
No,
We
baby.
need to go. Can you follow me?
Right behind you, buddy.
Do I comprehend?
Everything seems fine. Nothing's happened that you notice.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yet.
Come on.
All right. Call is just gonna throw Rail over his shoulder and spend the rest of his movement getting her through the fire.
Is
Okay.
there a ring of fire around them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Okay.
We all have protection.
Which way would you like to move? Would you like to move north
Uh,
towards darkness? Would you like to move to the west, or would you like to move to the east?
I would probably move directly north and try to probably not move too far because I don't want to lose Urugaru.
Sure.
So that would probably put me about there. And
That's
then
about
I
the rest
would
of your
see,
movement anyway.
yeah, and then I would fucking see Arkmon and probably for a second think he was hostile because
Roll me an
he's
investigation check.
disguised.
Mhm.
10.
Friend or foe?
He looks like a foe to you.
No.
It is a really
So-
convincing disguise for you.
So yeah, Call will end his movement, but he'll draw his greatsword and basically point it at Arkmon, just as like a warning, as he's still got Rail like over his shoulder.
Urugaru.
Okay, I wanna drink some potion.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna drink some potion.
Glug, 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 glug.
What is it? It's 2d4 plus 2.
A big glug.
That went about as well as it could have.
I mean,
Yes, that's actually really good.
9 HP. Remove that potion from there. Okay, we feel a little bit better now. We're not as close to death's door. With that, I am going to follow Call as much as my movement will allow. And I believe my bloodthirsty spirit friend here will make a good distraction.
Yeah, baby, you're
So-
struggling real bad.
I'm gonna send the face spirit forward to kind of try to slow up Nadar. But of course he's there like, slow him up? See this? But dice and fools all day long. I'm gonna kill him. He's very bloodthirsty at this point.
I
Cool.
forgot.
I love
about
the
your
confidence.
Fae. What was his name again?
Uh,
Was it
Won't
Kevin?
matter soon.
it was something stupid like that.
It was like Kevin or,
It was-
or
John or
Kevin now.
something.
It's
gonna
Kevin
go
now.
But
with,
he's very he has gained bloodthirst, and
or Greg.
me telling him to go attack Nadar. Fine, he was gonna probably do that anyways.
I think in
And
your
then, yeah.
mind you named it expendable, but that's okay.
I mean, it's a Fey spirit. Once it dies, it just goes back to the Fey.
It says fuck the shit, I'm out. But right now he's having a good time.
But he's having a great time, and honestly, out of all of us, he's the one who's like, he's good. He's got like 40 HP left. He's chilling.
Yeah, he's
Um,
chilling.
He's hard chilling.
So you've taken a healing potion and you've sent Kevin off into go
To-
run.
Run interference. And
Run
then
interference
I'm
with
gonna
Nadar.
use my move to catch up with Call and.
I need a acrobatics check or an athletics check to move past the fire.
Athletics I can do. 18.
18. All right. So you nimbly make your way past the fire without too much issue. But you do notice a
Moving.
large Abishai just to the south of you, who seems hunched over, not entirely sure what he's doing. Actually, roll me an insight check.
Insight. 4.
Oh my God! There's an Abishai right there.
Oh,
He's
God.
so lucky I don't have any more actions left to do, or I'd blast the shit out of him with an Eldritch Blast. But I don't have any more actions to do, so I can't.
Darkness.
Oh my god, this is utter chaos. Okay, in the section that I'm in, would you describe it as dim or low light?
Dim.
Dim, perfect. Darkness clicks his heels and flies up 30 feet above the 30 feet forward above the mushrooms.
30 feet.
Perfect. Okay, so I see my friends all emerge from this ring of fire. Can I
There's a
tell?
single Abishai.
Still an Abishai. Okay. Can I tell that they are pretty fucked up from
Yeah.
where I am?
Roll
Okay.
me a medicine check.
Medicine. That I can do. 14?
With the 14, it is pretty obvious that at least Ugaru and Rail are looking pretty fucked up.
Fucking, I got 12 whole HP, guys. Like,
Out
I
of
started
70.
with 10. I'm doing much better than I was at the beginning.
And 15. Okay.
And I mean, I haven't been down yet, which, if we all remember the harpy thing, it went for the first time.
Fantastic. So Darkness is going to incant some words, and trying to think of a good song for this. From like halfway between Jackie and the rest of the group, this wave of music kind of flows out and like tickles the hair on the back of your head, and it's like, do you want to get down to the sickness? Well, not today. And he's going to cast, where the fuck is it? There it is. Mass Cure Wounds for a whole
Whoa.
13 points
Not bad.
For everybody?
I'll take it.
for everybody, except for
Love
Arkmon,
it.
because Arkmon is not Arkmon at the moment, so Darkness doesn't know to heal him.
No, please. Please, sir.
You just hear
What
this.
is that? What is that?
What the?
I'm
Yeah.
as free as a bird now.
I
Anyway,
don't know what's going on, but it's strangely comforting.
And then is Urugaru still looking like particularly fucked up?
yeah. So you had your move action, and then
Oh, I
the
used
mass-
my
the mass-
bonus. I used my bonus to click my heals. I'm good. I'm done.
All right. Top of the round. For those of you who didn't do particularly well on your Constitution savings throws, you start to feel heavy, which for most of you wouldn't be a problem. However, one of you is currently 30 feet in the air.
It just got high.
And now you're about to come down?
Ah.
Everyone falls prone.
Oh no.
Oh.
So
What?
those of you who failed your Constitution savings throw, which was Darkness, Urugaru, and Rail, you take a knee.
Yeah.
Darkness, I would like you to roll me an athletics or an acrobatics check to see how badly you fall.
Yeah, I'm flying, but alright.
If you would be knocked prone from flying, you wanna I'll pull it up.
I mean, it did happen in the battle when I knocked down the dragon and it fell on top of me. This whole section.
Wait, but dragons have to use their wings to fly. I'm just like chilling up in space.
That's it. I'm putting Featherfall on my sorcerer.
I think I don't like caves anymore, guys.
If a flying creature, that's you, is knocked prone, its speed is reduced to 0 or is otherwise deprived of the ability to move. The creature falls unless it has the ability to hover or is being held aloft by magic, such as the fly spell. So, is this technically the fly spell?
It's Steps of Night. I magically give myself a flying speed.
But that's not the flight spell.
Oh, it magically fly as like the flight spell. It's giving an example like the flight spell. If you wanted me to fly, I can fly.
It's a spell that induces flight.
Yeah, it's a spell that induces flight. But
So it's a flight spell.
magically give yourself a flying speed.
Well, it's Costco flight spell.
I was gonna say this feels like Wish flight spell as
I mean,
opposed to
that makes it
level
worse.
wizard
Your
fly.
health falling on your face,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Kirkland brand flight
Hey,
Hey,
never
Kirkland-
mind.
don't
Kirkland makes
knock
some good
Kirkland.
shit.
Yeah,
Kirkland makes some good shit.
Costco buys name brand and then just rebrands it Kirkland.
Thought I know it was gonna come
So,
to
because
that.
fly
Go for
would
it.
normally be one action as opposed to a minor action. Plus requires spell components. Plus is a concentration based. Like, I could look up your character just to double check. Which ability is this?
Steps of Night.
Eyes of Night.
Steps. There's a lot of nights in
Yeah.
this repertoire.
Steppy steps.
Oh, Step of Night. It just says give yourself a flying speed. It does not say that you cast flight.
No, but you magically give yourself a flying speed.
That is not the same thing as casting flight.
But the description does say unless they're magically flying. But it's fine. Yeah, I can fall. That's not a problem.
You're gonna fall directly onto some flaming mushrooms, though.
Are these on fire?
They are.
Why is
Smoldering.
everything on
They're-
fire?
There were dragons
Ah.
earlier.
They're smoldering. They
Some
exploded
shit
too.
went down.
I didn't do it. If you're asking.
He's kind of right above the area that I iced out. though.
It also surprisingly
Oh, so it's
wasn't-
jagged ice mushrooms now.
Okay. If I am falling, then I am
Keep your mouth
falling
open.
with style. As in onto my face.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Me saying that that's the area I iced out might make that worse. But
Listen,
unless he
I-
gets like a perfect slide on the ice, goes wee.
so instead
it
of
may not be ice. It's
fire,
probably
there's
just vapor.
spears of ice underneath you.
Lovely. Just what I was always looking for. A nice impalement to start the day off.
I mean, depends who you are.
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler would probably have
Mm.
to agree.
Right. Boop, 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 boop. I also have a very solid move speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will struggle a little bit to get through the mushrooms, but not very much, as he will clearly just slice his way through. And then in front of him, there is the fairy. Suppose in Nadar fashion, he will reach up. Does a 23 hit the fairy?
I believe it does.
It's going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
So it's still out there.
We're not quite done.
I figured, but
Still alive.
And then another 12 points of fire damage.
okay.
So it should still be alive.
Yeah.
But now I need it to make me a Constitution savings throw.
Okay. So I'll just roll a d20, add 2.
You need to roll high.
So 6, isn't it then?
No. Your fairy is now blind.
That is perfectly fine.
Still doing his job. He took a hit.
Now he's just like
was
getting
the
up
first
slowly
attack.
and swearing.
Yeah.
Now for the second.
That will also be a hit. Yep. He gets to make 2 attacks plus use a third ability because he is scary. It'll be another 13 points of damage.
I am hanging on by a thread, but I am hanging.
And then an additional 10 of fire.
It is dead.
Okay. As the body falls to the ground, let's see here. I don't think he's got clear visibility of anybody
To be fair-
except Call.
It doesn't fall to the ground. It just like poofs. out.
Poofs. Let's see here. He's going to utter something in Abyssal. To those of you who speak Abyssal.
Okay.
Ah. That would be me, I think, and me alone.
Oh, Infernal, I think.
Yeah, I'm infernal as well.
I think it's like not quite a sister language, but
Call, I need you to make me a dexterity savings throw. Now remember, you are currently prone, which I believe means that you do that at disadvantage.
What level?
Oh,
of spell
boy.
is this?
It is not a spell.
Damn it! I have not been able to counterspell anything yet. Makes me
10.
sad.
Oh, sorry. Prone just says creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet. Otherwise, it has disadvantage. And then crawl until you stand. So never mind. No, there's no disadvantage for prone.
Oh, well then 11.
An 11, unfortunately, is not going to do it.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
No, wait. In that case, no.
So you're going to take 16 points of necrotic damage,
Oh fuck.
God damn.
plus an additional 10 points of fire damage.
God damn.
So 26. All right.
Yes.
Did I hear
No.
anything
Wait.
specific
Hold
or
on.
just-
Because I'm.
Well,
I'm.
you are
Wait,
resistant
Ray,
to
one
fire.
second.
So half
Hold,
fire.
please. So 16 necrotic and how much fire again? I'm sorry.
10.
10. So 5. So that's a
Yes.
little better. Less moderately less ouchy. Okay.
when Nadar
That hurt.
said something in Abyssal, did I hear any specific words, or was it just him casting a spell?
So it's not him casting a spell. The phrase that you hear him mention goes, "It's still me."
Oh, okay.
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
Come on. You have this feeling in the back of your neck as though you should be compelled to move, but you don't because the spell doesn't technically work on you because you're not technically dragon. But you get the sense as Nadar barks a direct order at you to leave Call to him and slay the other two. You kind of stand there and you're like,
I guess you kind of have
Jackie.
to feign look like you're obeying that order.
Jackie with Archmon on deck.
God damn it, guys. What the fuck are we doing right now?
We are running.
We are running so far away. So much running.
I want to help the Myconids to my left, but I'd be alone, and I'm not looking to backtrack. That's for sure.
Do you have a ranged weapon?
Got your crossbow.
I have a bow named Whisper, but it really only works well when I'm stealthed, which I could not do.
You can't.
I can't stealth. No. I asked earlier.
Oh,
Also,
Well,
Arkmon, you suddenly gain 10 hit points. I don't know if you were missing hit points. You were at 38. You gain 10 hit points when he commands you to do a thing.
Oh,
He's fucking
dude, can I?
healing them.
Can
He was
I be
he
an
was
action?
he was bamboozled for a brief moment through the fog and the fire. He just saw another Abishai and ordered you to attack him, and chose to bolster what he believed to be an ally at the point in time. He does not have true sight.
You've been bamboozled.
Do you have
Art
focus
one,
Bamboozled.
on the map? It's fucking just strobing out tonight.
I could close it and reload it.
I think it's whenever you tab out or select a different window.
like how
Yeah.
my computer does the blinks.
It does. Yeah.
Blinks. Ah, it's a shame. They've got the blinks.
I'm sorry, it was contagious.
Contagious! No!
mm,
You've caught the blinks.
I've been infected.
Like I'd have whatever you're capturing be in maybe a separate. I don't know. I don't know.
It was in its own
Different
window.
monitor.
Yeah.
I feel like we won that.
Oh, wholeheartedly.
He healed.
Technical victory.
He healed one of our party members,
The game crashed and you all win. There
and
you go.
then the game crashed. This is how bamboozled works.
I'm casting a spell on myself.
Surprise.
I'm gonna touch myself with
Oh.
invisibility.
Whoa,
well,
dude,
oh.
this is not the time for that. Or,
Phrasing.
I am now invisible, and I'd like to go towards the party.
Okay. Towards darkness or towards the other three?
At this point, I think darkness is fine in his bed of frozen on fire.
Oing,
bushes.
oing. Yeah, just bouncing around.
Just
Fire.
towards Uru, but not all the way.
Like here?
Yeah, so I can keep an eye and be in actionable distance if something goes down.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
From here, fuck.
You are in the clouds of smoke.
I'm good.
Nothing happens that you notice. Arkmon.
okay. So yeah, I feel this energy kind of hit me. Feel a
It
little
does
bit
not
better.
feel good, but you feel better.
Yeah.
You feel dirty.
You
Like-
feel dirty.
Like, you know when you're really hungry, and like there's a McDonald's right there,
Uh-huh.
and it's not a
Hold on
great
there.
McDonald's, but man, you're hungry.
Those
That's
chicken
the
nuggies are
fe-
just gonna hit extra
That's the
good.
feeling. You take the first bite into that like double quarter pounder, and it's like, oh, this tastes so bad, but it's so good.
Yep.
So, let's do this. So I'm still disguised. I'm gonna do like a rotation, kind of like circling around them, kind of still feigning that I am an Avishai, as I'm trying to do. Toward the left, like toward the rock formation, like circling around him, because Jackie's now involved in the circle. Basically,
Okay.
I'm trying to find a gap in the formation, whether it's like to the very left wall, like even a few squares over to the left from that, or if it's like more amongst maybe the mushrooms or something like that. I want to use a hide action.
You
Is
want to be able to
essentially
use
what
a
I'm
hide
gonna-
action.
Yeah, essentially get out of his view enough he's paying attention to them, and do a hide action. Yes.
There is like a pocket in this mushroom right here where the mushrooms are tall enough that you could easily like get underneath and kind of hide, but you will have to roll a Constitution savings throw.
If that looks like my only option.
It looks like
Sure.
your best option, closest to you, to conceal and hide you so that you are removed from sight, is somewhere within the smoldering mushroom forest.
3 squares to the left, where that kind of corner juts out of the rock.
Right here?
Yeah, or even one even square to the right. Yeah, I guess that kind of works too. Would that be a hidden place as well? I mean, that's pretty much the rock formation kind of separating the line of sight, right?
It's definitely providing an awful lot of cover. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check if you feel comfortable there. and we'll see how it goes.
Hooray. $28.
Okay, you feel pretty confident.
Okay. So I'm gonna utilize that. I'm gonna utilize my believe for bonus action. I have cunning action, which allows me to use the hide. So like if I need to do that to really keep myself hidden. And then I am going to cast protection from. Well, let's see. Actually, let me see. That's gonna be concentration, which would disguise self on the cloak be taking my concentration right now, or would that just be because it's inherent to the clothing? Because I haven't used it that much.
You just used it a second ago, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I still want to keep the disguise. I don't want to lose that. But protection from good and evil would be like a concentration spell.
So the cloak, I think that because it's not a spell you're casting, it's an ability on the cloak itself, right?
Exactly.
I believe it just lasts. The duration is an hour. It is not concentration.
Okay. That's smart.
But it is an action to change it.
Word. Yeah, you know what? For what I'm about to fucking go for, protection from good and evil, I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. So hidden over the side, within 30 feet-ish, and yeah, hidden.
These ones. This will continue to attack that. This will continue to attack that. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's a double move. So you guys have 2 new dragon monstrosities flapping and clawing and biting at your face, but not yet in an active sense because they had to use both of their move actions to get there.
Be fronting.
They're looking aggressive. Ray, with Call on deck.
All right. I need to spend an action to get up. Is that right?
For prone, your only movement option is to crawl unless you stand up. To end the condition, I believe standing is a full action.
Okay, I will use my full action to stand. And I don't think I can do my sorcery point as a bonus action, can I? No, I cannot. Damn it. No, yes, I can. Ha-ha! Okay, it's in my bonus action. I can convert one of my sorcery points to gain an additional spell slot, or sacrifice a spell slot to gain a sorcery point. So I'm going to spend. Let me just reread this real quick. Okay, so I can regain a first level spell by spending 2 sorcery points, which is what I will do. And I think that's all I can do on my turn, because I can't move or anything, right?
Correct. You used your move action to stand up, but you're no longer
Okay.
prone.
Cool.
Call.
Oh, wait. So you used your move action to stand up and your bonus action to convert your sorcery point. So you should still have a full action.
No,
You
I
either
used
have a full action or a move action. I can't remember which, but you only used one action. Sorry.
I used my full action to become not prone. That was a full action.
Well, that was standing. I thought that was your movement action.
Mana?
1 second, just confirming with the rules.
Yeah.
Judge,
It takes the move action to stand up from prone. So you would use your full move action to stand up, and then that would still give you an action.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case,
So you could, in theory, use your action as a dash to then extend your movement if you wanted to like get up and move. Like that is still an option.
nah, that's fine. I actually just want to cast Mind Sliver on this dragon closest to me.
You gotta do what?
It needs an intelligence saving throw.
These things are dummies.
I know. Because they're
I
Frankenstein
rolled a
monsters.
1. I rolled a 3 minus 2.
They're like, huh?
All right, so
They
you
weren't
take
built with brains. No,
said,
no,
duh.
no ridges or bumps, just valleys. No lumps.
A smooth brain.
Smooth brain.
All right, so you take 8 points of psychic damage, and in addition to that, you subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw that you make before the end of my next turn.
It lets out a curdling shriek as a bunch of these like white ribbon things kind of come protruding from out of its mouth, and then it falls to the ground and cracks in half.
Okay, perfect. That'll be the end of my turn.
Oh. With Uru on deck.
Right. Call is going to spend his move action to stand. And yeah, probably move in to swipe at the little dragon thingy so it gets out of here. Wait, will I be able to reach from there?
From
Because
here?
that was
No.
my move. Well, then I guess I have to dash.
You can throw something at it. Dragon's breath? I don't know.
I don't want to burn my breath weapon on that.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Gonna light more mushrooms on fire.
Yeah, right. I don't think that's gonna be helpful.
Just swap places with Uru. You can do the move where you like swap places with someone, right?
So what I'll do is I'm going to use my action to basically put myself on the opposite side of this diagonally from where Uru is. Opposite side. So yes, top left corner. Perfect. Get a little bit of movement and just enough to keep this thing's attention. And then I will shout at Rail and Urugaru, "You need to keep moving." And that's going to be my turn.
Okay, Urugaru.
Well, that's all well and good, but the second I move through this thing's vision, it gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Oh, Uru. Wait, did you get your 13 hit points from darkness?
No, I didn't.
You should do that before you do anything else.
Had to go to the. I stepped away to go to the bathroom there in the early part of the turn order because I didn't think I'd be needed. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling fresh now. Feeling good on a Wednesday.
Fresh and so
It is
clean.
Wednesday, my dude.
Move action, I will stand up because I am prone. And now I could hypothetically move because I have a way to do that. But again, if I move through this thing's sightline, it gets attack of opportunity on me. That feels like a bad time.
You French fry and you should have pizza.
I that's what I'm trying to figure out. Do I French fry here or do I pizza?
I say
about y'all, but that cut out right as you were
Yeah,
saying
I'll
what you should do is,
say,
and then blank.
And nothing.
and he
I'll
was
leave it up to
never heard or
interpretation.
seen from again.
Yep.
Yeah,
You guys get to decide what I said.
it's like a choose your own adventure game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ooh, do we
Oh,
get to hear about the
God.
different options after? Fucking rewind it.
Turn to page
Add butter.
74.
Add butter.
Oh no
Add
no
butter.
fuck that. No. I choose B. I choose B.
Nice.
I am a warlock. And
Do Eldritch Blast.
Jack, what is Captain? What does a warlock do best?
Smeldritch blast.
When in doubt, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the thing in front of me.
1 second. Does say aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when the foe is next to you.
That is true.
Which means you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can
But
see you who isn't
because
impressive.
we are flanking, I get advantage. So doesn't that make it neutral?
Sure.
Nooch.
I figured
I'll allow it.
if that's not how it works, I can do
Yeah,
something
I
different.
think that's fine.
I did have an option
How
B,
is
but
it
I figured
supposed to-
disadvantage because it's close to me, advantage because flanking,
Yeah.
neutral.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you?
First blast is a 20 dirty.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Last one does 8 damage.
You crack it in half. You crack half of the faceplate off of it. You can see these long, articulated white tendrils kind of like reach out in agony, like, but it is still alive.
I feel very guilty and shoot blast 2. Dirty 20.
That'll absolutely hit.
8 damage.
Finish it off.
Exact same dice roll for both of them.
You gotta like it.
Okay, I wish I could then continue my glorious plan, but alas I cannot. So with that, I will end my turn.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That one's still fighting that. Still fighting here. Way around here. Shuffle around a bit. Rada. Darkness.
Rabble.
I click my heels yet again. Lift myself off the ground into a vertical position. Where did my character sheet go? Oh, right, I hit. All right. So there's a mycolid colony on our right and left.
They're currently being assaulted by the Abishai. It's a little hard for everybody else in the party to see what's going on, but since you can kind of
Yeah.
rise above the cloud to a degree, you're able to see the absolute massacre that's happening in front of you.
Lovely. Just lovely. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Where is it?
You are freaking out, man.
Freaking out, man.
Hi,
Give me
cheesecake.
just a second here. 2d10. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna upcast myself a moonbeam and drop it right on the head of that left Abishai over by the mycolid colony.
Over here? Or that one
Yeah,
over there?
that one over
Oh
there.
no, not Arkmon.
No.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
the one right next to me. Go, get it.
I hid. I'm a very
What's
sneaky boy.
what's the range on it?
It's 120 feet.
Oh, yeah. So if you wanted to grab this
Fine,
one, you
yeah.
totally could.
Yeah. So he needs to make a
Get
Constitution
tased.
saving throw.
Oh,
for
what saving throw?
Constitution.
Constitution, you got it. Alright. I've got +4 to that. Ba. I rolled a 24.
Oh, you son of a. All right. Well, he still takes half of whatever this roll is.
Okay.
So he takes 11.
11. And what type of damage?
It is radiant damage.
Okay.
Radiant
know.
blacklight damage. And then darkness looks at Uru And if Uru's looking at him at that moment, you see his lips move, but you hear no sound, and then you just hear deep inside you, coming from like every fiber of your being, just a stop. And I'm a healing word you
Ah, you shouldn't have.
for another 13.
Ah, shucks.
He said duck.
Sup.
He said
Sup.
sup.
Oh, sup.
This is
He might have
echoing.
said just duck.
Just duck. Get down.
Like the animal, though.
Oh yeah. Where? Goose. Ah, shit.
I imagine everything looks kind of weird to Uru right now because it's very thick and foggy, so normal sight's not. But Uru has blind sight for the first time in his life, so everything just looks
Wait,
weird.
are our eyes still like smoky?
It's hard for you to tell if your own eyes are smoky, I think.
I'm gonna say, do you know if your eyes
True.
are smoky right now, Ray?
You are.
Uru,
freaking
look
out,
at me.
man.
Look at me.
Darkness, I believe that's everything.
No, that's me. Yeah.
Alright.
I'll
around?
go-
Like that scene
I'm,
from The Matrix where I could see the Matrix.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer. I'm gonna move over my call just so I can be in
You used your move action to get up from prone.
fair.
And then used your action to
Yeah, no, I'm good.
attack the Abishai, and then you might right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. Nadar. Let's see here. Nadar is just going to
He doesn't know
walk
what he wants to
in
do.
a very straight line.
Nope, circles.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What
Let me
do the
just see.
circles
Call
do?
is like this way.
Is
Those
he,
were those were fallen mushrooms, which he cut his way through. They
Go
did.
through the fire like it didn't matter.
Yes, he actively walks through the fire like it means fuck all.
Brah.
Does
Run.
he care about Uru? Is my question.
Nobody cares about Uru, really.
He cares about the Myconids? Sorry, Myconids.
Not the right question. Roll me a wisdom savings throw.
Don't do that.
There we go. $13.
How much do you care about Uru?
Nobody cares about Uru, really.
What a question.
Whoa.
I mean, he's a workplace proximity associate. No. No, I mean he would view Urugaru as a friend.
Oh, good.
I was scared you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
sorry,
probably
buddy.
better if you were like, fuck that guy.
I have a plan for this, but I don't think it's a good one.
Urugaru.
You know, if
Any
As
plan's a good
Nadar
plan.
walks past you, he stops and snorts as large, choking plumes of smoke kind of erupt from his mouth, and his wings will flutter, and he'll just crash across your face with one of his axes. He is taller than you, to give you a frame of
Holy
reference. You
shit,
are a
I'm
massive
8 feet
creature.
tall.
This
What
thing
the
is insane. Yes, he's about 10 feet tall. With like he's on the conches and his wings are huge. And he looks down and he just looks down on you as he smashes across your face. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Or sorry, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and
Okay,
then 9 points of fire.
Okay, so oh fuck, he does fire damage. I can't even do what I want.
You are resistant
You
to
take-
fire right now
You take
because
half.
yeah, you're taking half of the
Yeah.
fire.
He wanted
Yeah,
to
but
cover himself in gasoline, clearly.
no, I wanted to cover myself in ice actually.
So why does fire stop that?
Because if I Tomb of Levistus, I'm vulnerable to fire damage.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, because you want to keep that play
Fine,
on, buddy.
I'll take 25 damage.
Don't you dare take a fucking bath.
Wait, no, I half the fire, so it's
Four.
half of 9.
So you're taking
Yeah.
14 bludgeoning
14 bludgeoning
and
18.
4, so 18 damage total. He's then gonna do it a second time.
Oh no. Not like this.
20 versus
now,
your AC.
yeah, obviously. Now I'm gonna Tomb of Levistus. I think I have to survive this.
You're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
and 8 points of fire damage.
so 14.
Not like this.
But does your ability give you any resistance?
So, because you currently have the resistance from Ray's ability, and then the vulnerability, and that I believe is a wash.
Yeah, I didn't actually end up using Tomb of Levistus.
Okay.
Because I just thought, listen, he's either gonna kill me here or he's gonna kill me next turn when I can't move. So
Would you like to roll a performance check to pretend that you're dead on the ground for a minute?
no, I
You
would.
sure? He was not particularly observant with Arkmon earlier.
Don't care.
Okay.
My pride is too much. I'll look at him and go, "Tell you what."
Stare deeply into his
Clearly
eyes.
bloody. Clearly
Call
bloody.
an infernal. Nadar's gonna look at you and go, "Are you even gonna be able to save them?"
Oh.
I will look at him in Infernal and go, I don't need anybody to save me.
Jackie, you're up. With Arkmon on deck.
I'm gonna go over to Uru, right next to him.
Okay.
Can we go? Yes, thank you. Not be in attack range
I
of
figured.
Nadar.
Not that mean.
Unfortunately, this is gonna pull me out of invisibility, but I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Uru. And that's not too bad considering my healing's not great, so that's 10.
Pretty good.
I'll take it.
And then I'm going to book it the fuck out of there.
Just like about face and run, or do you want to run through the mushrooms?
I'd like to kind of cut around the left around the mushrooms, but kind of going towards, I guess, darkness.
I was gonna say you are short enough that you could easily maneuver your way underneath the mushrooms. Again, you would just have to worry
Okay.
about that Constitution savings throw.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Towards darkness.
Okay. You
I
make
like
a
mushrooms.
beeline.
With my mouth
Go-
open, I'm running.
Go ahead and roll me that Constitution savings throw.
If it happens, it happens. I'm just saying.
Just taking bites out of the mushrooms as he goes
Oh
by.
wow, it was almost a fucking not good. Just taking bites of mushrooms all the way through.
All right. Nothing happens that you notice.
So my turn was slapping Uru in the butt and running.
Like, woo!
He liked it.
So I believe that's your action and then your move. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
I think that's about it.
Okay.
I'll tell Darkness we gotta run.
Arkman, you are currently still disguised as an Abishai. This other Abishai has kind of come out from the fog, and so it's entirely possible that he has confused the two of you. Because you have a Spider-Man moment.
Okay. I see Nadar.
You can see Nadar. You have 3/4 cover from where you're currently at to Nadar. He's able to see like one corner of you, but it's not like he can tell that you are a tiefling. It is more like he is seeing the corner of your illusion.
Right. Do I see the dagger?
Yes.
All right.
With your stupid high investigation check, I'm just gonna say you because you have you've got a passion for finding this item. You want this item. There's few things on your mind.
I'm incredibly obsessed with finding this item. Getting this right now is the only thing I focused on since hearing that Nadar was in the cave. Therefore, I'm going to take the opportunity as soon as I can. And while I have Protection of Good and Evil, hopefully that might help. I'm going to utilize a cast of Mage Hand, specifically the Mage Hand Ledger Main, or whatever the hell it's called.
Okay.
I am going to try to yoink this from him, off his belt.
I like that. So it would be a grapple check. The question is, whose grapple are we using?
I mean, it's potentially sleight of hand.
You know what?
That's what, as far as the description of the spell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if that's what
He's-
if that's what the description is.
He's very focused on beating Urugaru's ass and making Call
I was gonna
watch.
say,
So like,
exactly.
he's distracted.
He is not what I would call thinking anybody is right there looking for it. So go ahead and roll for it.
Come on.
You want to roll very high.
26.
Oh,
That's
Let's
reasonably
go.
high.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's pretty good.
Now's
Not
the
bad.
part where we realize that the dagger is actually, unfortunately, two. No, I'm kidding. I was like, it is 6 pounds.
Hey, I mean, he's a big motherfucker. If you threw that at
That's-
me, fair enough, I
Fucking-
suppose.
Spider-Man.
Just for funsies, I'm trying to figure out how much a dagger weighs in 5e.
Probably like 5 pounds, maybe.
I don't think they're 5
No
pounds.
way.
There's
Not even-
no way a
not even
dagger's
close.
5 pounds.
5 pounds is
Made
heavy.
of like
Like
super heavy
half
metal.
a pound,
I was
maybe.
gonna say it is a very ornate dagger, and it is, but I wouldn't call it 5 pounds.
1 pound.
It's like a
Acorns can
raccoon.
lift at least 5 pounds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Okay.
weigh 1. It doesn't actually say pound. It just says 1. One
Right.
weight.
So weight is
One
one
weight.
dagger.
Right.
Yeah.
They weigh exactly 1 dagger.
So your
So I've simply pulled it.
your mage hand simply pulls it out of its sheath.
Yes, I will then use my cunning action to take control of the hand and pull it back to me.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
So I yoink the dagger, and then
Before the yoinking happens, I would actually like to see if you can stealthily yoink this back. So you're able to stealthily grab it, but a dagger flying out is gonna draw someone's attention. Or will it?
So,
will
I
it?
mean, if you hear about what Call is going to do pretty much as soon as it's my turn, I mean, I feel like I can make a pretty good argument for he's distracted.
Sure. But
Oh, run.
in the effort of that, let's say go ahead and roll that stealth
He
check.
just watched a half-elf appear out of nowhere, slap a
25.
freaking giant in the butt, and run into the mushrooms. So I think
Alright.
he'll be a little
man.
distracted.
let's go.
My man is full Spider-Man.
The dagger slithers and kind of it hovers just above the ground, against the slick wet and through the burning mud, and slithers its way back into your grasp.
Fucking yes. All right.
Question: are you wearing gloves right now? Captain, don't say anything.
I would say typically I would be. I also have protection from good and evil cast on
You
myself.
do have that is true. Thank you. Okay. When you pick up this blade, when you touch this blade, your body shakes. Imagine you're graining out really hard. You feel very uncomfortable holding this thing.
All the more reason to destroy that as soon as possible.
All right. These things are going to continue to num 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 num
And,
num 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 num.
I believe I still have a move action.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
Run.
Yes, I'm skirting.
Run.
I am getting up north. If
North.
yeah, I mean
So there is a cave entrance that takes you deeper into the Myconid cave. There's also this cave entrance, which you can see over here. It's currently under assault. You're not sure if this goes out or if it's just a hovel. This big cave entrance right here is clearly a way deeper into the body of this chamber.
I suppose more or less I'm getting up to where I feel like, I guess I don't know if I can even see them right now, but where I feel like I'll be able to meet up with the rest of the crew to figure out where the hell we're gonna go. So
Roll me a perception check.
Oh hooray! I'm fantastic at those.
It's very low. We just need not a 1. Did you roll a 1?
Yes.
Oh no.
Say the one out loud.
Whoa.
I would say your inclination is to maybe then move here because you're not 100% sure who's going what and where. You see darkness hovering. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We say you're heading probably this way because like you can see darkness above the smoldering mushrooms. You saw Jackie run off into the mushrooms beyond. You're not 100% sure where you're going from this point, but this
But
is the
neither
direction
are
everyone
we.
else is.
Does-
I was gonna say.
Does anybody is anybody like tracking me, even looking at me right now that I could tell?
You've been pretty sneaky this whole time.
Okay.
Now that you've popped out that other Abishai is like looking at you like, what are you doing? Um,
Alright.
but it hasn't seemed to glean that you are, not one of them.
Okay. Fair enough. I think that's my turn.
Yep.
Yes! I have it! Ah!
Blender. Darkness. Just calling it out. You can see that the Myconid forces that are over here look like they're getting to the end of their resource limit. And the creatures around them are probably going to start moving in on the rest of the available targets. Probably. So both on your left and your right, you can see that there are two groups. There's this group here, and this group here. Their forces are dwindling. It's like when you're playing in Civilization and you've got your one archer guy who's trying to fend off like 4 barbarian groups, and you're like, hold! You sons of bitches, hold! I will say that if you wanted to try and heal one of these groups, that might help bolster their forces, if only temporarily, so that they can continue to fight against these things.
Great.
But I digress. Blender.
So,
Rail. Is that currently your turn yet? I'm
Oh,
just
sorry.
giving you a heads up because you are above, and I had forgotten to mention that to you on your last turn when you rose up.
Gotcha.
And since you're currently up and you can watch them fighting, you are the only one who currently has that vantage point. Everybody else is ground level, and they can really only see just above the mushroom caps. But so you can see what these monsters, because there's initiative that's happening between Arkmon and Rail. You're just the only one who can see it right now.
Okay.
Speaking of Rail.
All right. Uru, did you lose your protection from fire?
Don't think so.
I didn't hear you. What?
Don't think so.
Okay, because if you casted that one spell that made you ice, you would have lost it.
Yeah,
I just
no,
wanted
I
to
did
double
not.
check.
Yeah, I didn't end up doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was
We're good.
for that reason. I figured I have a better chance of living if I don't cast it. Hope I can take this fire hit, and then I digress.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Better involve running.
I am going to freak the fuck out that Uru just got his face slashed open and yell at Nadar,
No.
"You stay away from them!" and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds. Well, I have to take one step closer to touch you. So I'll be right next to Uru.
Excellent. Like right here?
No.
Or like right here?
Right next to him. Thank
Or like
you.
right here?
You gain 21 hit points, my darling.
I mean, thank you, but like, I'm fine. Run.
Right there is good. Take your 21 hit points.
I did
So
it.
you moved 10 feet. You still have the remainder of your movement if you would like to continue your movement through the mushrooms, or around the mushrooms in this case, whichever you think is better. Again, you are short enough that you could run through the canopy of mushrooms that's below you. You just have to feel comfortable about that Constitution savings throw.
So I actually have a druid like passive ability now where I can traverse through rough terrain or like fucked up terrain with ease. Like I don't take any disadvantage on that.
No, but you will still encounter whatever status effects are happening within that particular line of path, is all I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
So like you have a clear path through the mushrooms. It's just the mushrooms might have an adverse effect on you. You could also go around the mushrooms, but that's going to take extra movement.
I'm just gonna go let's see, I did 10 feet. I have 35, so I could go 5, 10, 15. Can I go to the left of Call? Just left of him?
5, 10, 15?
Yeah. And then
There
as
is an Abishai right there.
As a bonus action, hold on a second. I will do a healing word on myself at first level. Cool. Get me 7 hit points. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, call.
Do you have any more movement, Rail?
Nope, that was it.
Want to pick
That
him
was
up and
it?
throw him?
Oh, I'm considering it.
The fact that he's tiny Cole and he can still do that.
Mm.
It would
Okay.
not be for very far. I do not recommend doing it, especially because if they fail their acrobatics or athletics, they would fall prone.
So the instant that Nadar turns on Urugaru and strikes him, Call loses it a little bit. And with a scream and a shout of no, he blasts Nadar in the face with his breath weapon.
Okay, which is remind me of the element.
It is
Oh.
fire damage.
Okay.
I'm guessing he's immune.
He did just
As
walk through
your
fire.
breath weapon cascades past him, he'll just sort of dust it off of his shoulder and just laugh at you. Silly little lizard. Stop
you want
scale.
Me, you bastard? You want me, you bastard? Then come and get me. And
You have to say it
Call is
like
going
Tiny
to.
Call.
That's as close to tiny Call. Yeah, he's.
That's fair.
Then come and get me. And so he's going to jet off to the right. So to clarify.
Oh.
Because of my size, I can climb through the mushrooms.
Correct.
Run underneath him.
So
You just have to worry about the likelihood of negative effects psychologically because of the,
Drugs.
Like
drugs.
I said, if you
Right.
run with your mouth open, you'll have.
Oh no,
very
you're a
short-
straight line, right?
He's a straight line.
I am. Yeah, it's a straight shot. Yeah. So just
My
blah,
bad.
right in his face.
I wish it let me delete. It's dumb.
Mm. Undo.
I can only clear all of the drawings or none of them.
Aw,
Control C.
That's dumb.
It only lets you do one of them for Control Z.
Oh, that's stupid.
It is. It's
The
not my
fact that
favorite.
it doesn't have like a ray template at all is silly as well.
I can also do
Like
this.
you'd think it would have like cones and blasts and stuff. Right. So Call is going to run to the right.
Just
Full.
do.
Yeah, full movement as far down there as I can get.
30. Are you 30 or 35?
30.
30? Alright, so you would stop there.
That's not great. Can I rethink the direction I run?
Sure. Remember, each of these squares is 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that there's active fighting all around you.
Yes. So I'm trying to get around the Abishai to my left then.
You could go through the mushrooms.
I could go through the mushrooms. My goal is to lead Nadar away from the groups. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let me see. I would like to move myself. Yeah, 1, 2, 20. All right. I would like to move myself. Max movement would put me like a night move in chess from Archmon, so down 1, like 3 over. So up more to the right, actually. So I'd sorry, other direction, left. I'm being dyslexic. Other direction. So I believe I would be like just to the south of the mushroom formation on his left. So like from Archmon, it would be down 1 and then 1, 2 over to the left.
Here?
There, yes.
How far
yes.
can you move, Dan?
That's 30.
I think that's 30. If I'm counting diagonals, unless
it
we're
is
counting diagonals different.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would be about there.
Okay.
If you're trying to skirt past the Abishai, if you're willing to go through the Abishai's attack of opportunity, then that would get you to where you want to go. Otherwise, you'd be there.
There's fine.
There's fine? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you breathe. You're
I
retreating.
breathed,
Or you're technically retreating.
I'm trying to draw him away.
He said, "Come and get me."
Roll me an intimidation or a persuasion check. I'll let you choose.
But like high pitch version of that.
Yeah.
Get me.
You said it. I like it.
Nice.
Ooh, dirty.
I don't know why it rolled twice though. I only
Yeah.
it keeps on doing. I'm gonna have to reload my app then. But yeah, 17.
All
Mine
right,
was doing
noted.
that too. I don't know why.
Anything else for your turn, Call?
I wish I had more bonus actions.
Ugaro, you're up next.
I already have my turn ready to go.
Mm-hmm. So breath weapon is burned. No other actions available. No weapons. Nope. That's it for me.
Okay. So, took a pretty large hit. I'll probably look a little bit messed up even after all the healing. There's probably a lot of blood and shit. I'm going to look up at him. I heard him speak in Infernal earlier and go, "Hey, asshole. You want to see something real cool?" And I'm going to cast Blinding Fireflies on him out of the Wand of Swarms.
Ooh.
So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw or be blinded for until their next turn.
Wisdom savings throw or be blinded. Hey, give me a short summary.
Blinded by the light.
My Firefly
Literally.
buddies are coming in handy, baby.
What did I need to roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I rolled a 14.
You missed the DC by 1.
Oh, it feels bad.
You have blind sight, but I don't care.
I do not have blind sight.
Okay. Step 2 of my
No,
intimidation.
he reels back. He's used to people throwing like soot and shit in his face, so like he was expecting that, but this is like glitter. He's like, motherfucker.
What the fuck? It's beautiful, but it hurts.
It's sand.
Then, as he's blinded, like, oh, fuck, be like, later, and I'm gonna Misty step out of here.
I was gonna say I don't believe I could take a topic of opportunities when I'm blinded. Can't see, automatically fails ability checks, requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have an advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have a disadvantage.
So let me get
I'm
this
not
straight.
testing that shit. I'm getting out of here. He just did like half of my hit points in one attack.
Yeah, no.
I am
So
Misty stepping the hell out of here.
don't forget
Alright,
you got
running.
a sore. You got a sore left cheek. So I appeared in front of you, slapped you in the butt,
Tingly.
ran away, and then you
Give him a
threw
little-
glitter, and then ran away too.
It wasn't glitter.
It's a strange day for everybody.
It was fireflies.
In my
and
mind, it's
then
glitter.
It's
Fireflies
glitter.
are the glitter of bug.
They are the glitter of bugs. I still have my movement after that, so I could move.
Yeah, that's right. You did go.
So for
I-
Misty Step, where did you want to go?
Just 30 feet to the north.
Okay,
which is like where you put them. Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's technically here.
And then I'll use my movement to move a little bit further in. I don't want to get too far away from the party so that I'm still kind of in casting range, but Eldritch Blast has 120 feet. So I don't need to worry too much about that.
25 ahead of you would be about there.
Yep, that works fine.
Cool. I need a Constitution savings throw because when you Misty Stepped, you did Misty Step into the
Into the
forest
mushroom,
of
yeah.
mushrooms, and so since you're emerging from it,
Oh, I couldn't get through the mushrooms in 30 steps. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. Con saving throw is a 12.
got it. Nothing happens that you notice.
Woo! That's bad. I'm gonna fall down. It's all good. I had a good turn, okay? I blinded this motherfucker. I got away. That's a good
You did
turn
work.
in my mind.
Does being blind give him disadvantage on anything?
Yes, being blinded gives Nadar disadvantage on attack throws.
Just attack or savings throws?
Blinded creature cannot. A blind creature cannot see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. It doesn't say anything about savings throws. It says attack rolls
Oh,
against the
okay.
creature have advantage, so you attacking it has advantage.
Oh, okay.
And then The creature's attack, but Nadar's rolls have disadvantage. It doesn't say anything about saving throws, unfortunately.
That's totally fine.
Please don't fight him. We running.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. That
I have
hurt.
a
Trust
I have a
me.
ranged weapon.
Dude,
You also
no,
have an Abishai in your face.
Well,
I-
hello
It's gonna take
there.
out 2 long chains. It's gonna start swirling them around like Yoko from Kill Bill. Chain attack number 1 is a miss. Chain attack number 2 does a 16 hit you.
My AC is 16. Is that a hit?
Yes, because it's meter beat.
Meter beat. Okay, so that hits.
All right. You take 8 points of slashing damage as a hook enters in past your armor, just at a weird angle, and is hooked into your shoulder blade, and you are grappled.
Ooh.
I am going to use my reaction because I remembered that and cast. Oh no, is it only a first level reaction? Am I fucking idiot? God damn it. I don't have a reaction. All right, so I take how many hit points? I'm sorry, 16?
8 points of you don't no, that was 16 to hit. You're gonna take 8 points of slashing
8
damage, and you
points
are
of
grappled.
slashing. Okay, and I am grappled.
800.
Okay.
You are grappled. Grappled means that you can't move. Your speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed.
Okay.
I feel like my interaction was TN versus Cell. I could win. I pissed them off. And quite frankly, that's enough for me.
Ooh, extra fun. As you peer into the Abishai's eyes, you can hear a small voice that's very familiar to you. And with your vision cloudy and the smoke billowing all around you, you could swear that you hear that friend of yours.
Wait, who is this happening to? Me?
You. Yes.
Oh no.
Rail, why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? As it starts to regurgitate blood as this visage of Alden in the clouds just outside of your field of vision starts to just spit up this black ichor. Roll me a wisdom savings throw. At disadvantage.
I was gonna say at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Full advantage.
So this
Oh,
Abishai has an ability called Unnerving Mask, which is when a creature that it can see
Oh, wow.
is hit by one of its chain attacks, it can create an illusion that looks like one of the creature's departed loved ones or bitter enemies.
Wow, what a fucking chance. I rolled 2 17s.
You're feeling so you're like steady, but like unnerved.
A little unnerved, perhaps.
Perhaps just a little bit unnerved, but not so unnerved that you think you're gonna start to turn. Okay, Darkness, it is your turn.
Cool. So I forgot to mention the moonbeam hits when the creature starts its turn under it. So the Abishai off to the left needs to make another con save.
Is he still? Yep, he is still over there. All right, con save for the Abishai. Con saving. I rolled a 2
That's full
for a
damage.
grand total of 6.
Take instead 21 points.
Eesh. That's not great.
And then darkness.
So really quick, as your moonbeam slices into the flesh of it, can you read off moonbeam for me really quick?
Yeah. A silvery beam, it's actually a purple beam because it's black light,
Yeah.
of
Yep.
pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, a 40-foot cylinder, centered at a point within range until the spell ends. Dim light fills the cylinder, and then when the creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn in there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames and causes searing pain, must take Constitution saving throw to take radiant damage, or half as much on a successful saving throw. A shape changer makes its saving throw a disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form and cannot assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Excellent. So, as the moonbeam comes into full contact with the body of this Abishai, you can see that its form starts to twist and contort, and it starts to lose some of its more monstrous features. It loses its wings. Its jaw goes from being that unsettling long, to more of a dragonborn neutral, if you will.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Actually, since it makes it save a disadvantage and it made it save last time, would you be willing to roll it again just to see if it actually took full damage last time?
That was this one, I believe, right? And then
No, it's the
it's
same
a
one.
new beam. Oh, same one.
Same one.
Yeah. We will. So what would have full damage been?
23.
All
Three if
right. So I will roll it
failed.
one more time. That is Constitution savings throw.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
11. So he would have taken an additional 13 points on top of what
Okay.
he's already taken.
All right. I will add the 13. All of the Abishai around that you can see. So I'm pointing to my screen like you can fucking see it like I'm an idiot. Sorry. So this one right here, this one right here, and then you can kind of see this one off here. They look like blood is pouring from their mouths and eyes and ears.
Boy.
And this one's just like down on the ground writhing in agony.
Great.
Fantastic.
That's just
This is
yeah.
fantastic.
Melting.
So Darkness then turns to look at our big, bad, scary dragon monster friend over there, and says, "It ain't no lie, and I need him to make me a charisma saving throw."
Okay.
Ain't no lie.
Bye.
You channeling Archmon right there? Her little twang
Dirty
in
20.
that. I love that
Nope,
song.
bye for him. All right.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, he needed a 16 or better, which he did. So, that. Let's see, do I have?
Can you body slam the guy who's grappling me?
No, but I can heal somebody. Who's looking the most fucked up here?
It's not
Give
me
me-
anymore. Yay!
Probably
Congratulations,
Ray.
I have
Ray.
22.
You hear from every fiber of your being an echoing, "Yo," and
Yo.
you heal 9 points. Not quite as good as sup, but it'll get there. It's a good word.
I resonate with that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I'm gonna just chill on top of these.
Consumes me.
All right.
Right. All right.
Power
Dara's
words.
going
dude.
to approach Rail. Look to
Nadar is
her.
blind, isn't he?
Nadar.
He is
Nadar is
blinded,
blind.
so he is rolling with disadvantage.
You can't see me.
Literally.
Fucking
It works.
I love you.
Me too. Sorry, you're about to probably die.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The same one. Oh my god.
I wish they had lined up timing wise too. Mine's a little bit quicker than yours.
A
What's the-
triple threat.
So, Craig, the blind status condition.
Yes.
Was there any additional note about recovery? It's like start of your turn.
Sorry, I gotta find my wand again.
The fact that we all did
I think it's generally a Constitution saving, so I just wanted to double check.
The best part is now you can't not
must
see him.
succeed a wisdom saving throw or be blind until the start of the next turn.
Got it. And that's at the end of my turn or at the start of my turn?
Start.
Start of my turn. All right. So Constitution savings throw. I'm going to use one of my legendary resistances to automatically pass.
Rude.
Well,
Yep.
you still suck, but fuck you! I blinded you, idiot.
Get blinded, son.
Yeah.
Ray, 18 versus your AC will hit.
Oh god.
You're going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage plus an additional
No.
10 points of fire.
Oh God.
That'll be 5 points because I have resistance. I'm down to 13 HP. All right.
For a second attack,
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
18 versus your AC will hit.
Oh my god.
What's
Take
it gonna
11
be
points of
versus-
bludgeoning damage
I think Ray's down.
and 8 points of fire.
Rail's definitely down.
Ray's down.
Yeah.
Okay. Rail just like crumples to the floor, lifeless, without even a sound.
For those of you who can
Okay.
speak Abyssal, you hear Nadar tell the other Abishai to take her back to the warehouse.
That would be only me who could hear that.
Okay. The rest of you hear rawr, 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 rawr. Call, how do you think this makes you feel?
A lot.
We're all gonna die.
A lot of things.
He feels a lot of things.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw. As Nadar utters an unholy word, causing profane fire to descend on you.
Oh, come on. It was on 18. That's a failure. I'm rolling poor tonight.
You're going to take 10 points of necrotic damage, plus another 8 points of fire damage. You can see the chains kind of get tight against Rail's shoulder as the Abishai kind of slings it over. Think like Krampus style, just dragging Ray by the shoulder that's currently hooked by the hook at the end of his chain.
I will just like scream a denial.
No.
Oh fuck am I supposed to do here?
Right?
I can still roll death saves.
No, you're not dead yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not
I'm
dead.
just unconscious. Well,
I
I
have a
mean, I'm
couple
dead,
of
but,
spells left.
you know.
But currently, the only person close enough to save you is Nadar, and I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah,
I don't know. We've seen stranger things.
That's a good show. Yeah.
Just dress up as an Abishai real quick.
Yeah. Wait, is Archmon still an Abishai?
Arkmon is still technically concealed as an Abishai.
All right, let's go.
His costume was extra good, and my perception for the roll to see through it was active trash. So, in traditional me fashion, I'm like, nope, yep. All right.
It's on me. It's on me.
It is on you. Operation Provolone?
It's not gonna work here.
uh,
That's a surprise tactic to get like a distraction. I don't think I get distracted in the middle of like. So he will give orders to that Abishai and heal it. So if we're gonna kill it, we'd have to focus it. But how are we gonna get Ray out of there at this point is the big fucking question. Because in the turn order, like I go, and before it's Ray's turn again, they're going. So I can't even fucking get you up right now. They'll just kill
Arkmon,
you.
it goes you, Arkmon, Rail.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a death save coming up soon.
It goes Jackie, Arkmon, the Bats is what I'm calling them. And then Call, and then Uru, and then it's the Abishai. So the Abishai go right before darkness.
And I can't, can I, is that how many? It's 5, 10, 15, 20.
You're 20 feet away from Ray. Rail.
And so I could move 10 feet after?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna run down there and put a Cure Wounds on Rail.
Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
No,
Did you
wait,
run back through the mushrooms?
17.
Jeez, making it making it look easy.
Jackie
Alright.
is notoriously like resilient though.
It's like I fart worse than this. I'm
It's
good.
true.
Yeah.
I've slept in garbage, man.
This all makes sense.
Jesus Christ! I rolled a 1 for your heal, so you get 2. Does that at least
Okay.
get them? Does that get them
It
up
does.
though?
It does get them up.
I
So-
love.
Like
Jesus.
bonus action.
But real quick, I'm gonna make a wisdom savings throw at disadvantage.
As you wake up, surrounded by fire, with a hook in your shoulder, being
Can you not
dragged off
having
by an
just
Epshai.
a fucking monster
Brush
right now.
shoulders
That'd be
with death as a 14.
Mm. How deep are you? You haven't had any touch for your sanity in a minute, right?
Not in a minute, no.
Dude, your brain is like a time bomb.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Honestly,
This is
you
an intense
shapeshifting right
situation.
now wouldn't be the worst.
I was gonna say, is there like a code word? Could be like, remember the Alamo and like run or something?
Raging.
Oh, yo. Remember the elephant?
It's a 4.
Okay,
I'm
Go ahead
at
and take-
full, by
Yeah.
the way.
I figured.
Alright.
You've been very on top of your wisdom savings throws. It's almost like you're
It's
a druid or
'cause I'm-
something.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, I can move 10 feet. I'm gonna be. I'll do it towards Archmon at this point.
Is he here?
As long as there's no attack of opportunities in that direction.
We could say that you like do it tactically. We'll put you like here technically.
Tactically run away.
That works. Yeah, that works. If we're gonna do it like correctly.
If you were here, you were like
Right.
boop, and then
Right, exactly. Because I would not get close enough for that guy to swing at me if I'm gonna do this heal.
Yeah.
This is one of those like I did like a pinky touch. That's why it was like 1 heal.
right.
Get the fuck
With
outta
Uru,
there.
you're willing just to do like a full-handed palm slap on the ass, but with Rail, you're like, sorry, I'm just gonna
That
boop your
would
ear
not
really
be
quick.
appropriate, and no, I couldn't. But Uru's fair game. Sorry.
I feel attacked.
You feel healed,
Should.
but probably also that. Yeah, I won't discourage both.
I believe after Jackie is my bats. Sorry, I needed some water because I am parched and my ankle did that thing where it gives out temporarily because you're
Oh,
in
gosh.
your 30s.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, not my
It
favorite.
happens.
Is
My-
Archmon.
Mine has a plate in it, so it makes it worse.
Oof, crunchy. Alright, Archmon, you are still currently disguised as an Abishai.
Okay.
Rail is hooked by a minion of sorts. Not a literal minion, obviously, but a soldier of
Oh,
Nadar.
All right. Remembering the idea that Nadar did not want me to touch Call. He wanted him for himself. He stated that fact. I will act as if I'm about to and then realize. And I will actually take a step over to the right toward Jackie because he's one of the ones that I was told to attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Could do that or like one above. Either or.
Okay.
Or
I like the cover.
Are
diagonal.
you gonna
Lightly
whisper to me or anything?
Yeah. I think you'll see with my actions potentially.
Okay.
And halt fiend, and I will fire off. And because he's right next to me, I am kind of trying to make this look like was maybe originally aiming for Jackie. Of course, that is not the case. And I'm gonna fire a chromatic orb at our friend with the grappling hook there.
Hey, can I make it look like I'm going like, oh no?
Roll me a performance check.
Yes, perform your ass off, Jackie.
Both of
Let's see
you
it.
roll performance. This is a group performance check
Oh
from the
my
both
God.
of you.
Group effort.
It's like the scene from not Encanto, from the Road to El Dorado.
With El Dorado, yeah.
Yeah.
Flag on, heathen! You fight like my sister. I fought
I'm not your sister. That's a compliment.
Jackie's incredibly
Alright, not the
convincing.
Not the face. Not the face.
Archmon, why? I mean, Abishai.
No, you're the one. You're not the one that fucks up. You actually do pretty well here.
Okay, with a group check of 28, you're putting up a good show.
All right.
Jackie's carrying.
Thank you.
I
You
want to
know,
make it clear he is throwing his full Jackie essence into this performance.
all right.
What a
I
dad!
And
Henson!
Halson.
Yeah, exactly. I can't bring that. I can't bring Halson into this. This is Jackie.
Yes, you
here.
can. You
No,
absolutely
I'm
can.
not playing. I'm not on Garage right now. I'm not on Garage. That's the name of my half orc in the other game. Is
Half
Garage.
orc, half illithid, half hag. With the
20?
hag auntie.
Garage.
20 on that
Dear
chromatic
Lord.
orb.
Dear Lord, a 20 against the Abishai's AC. That will absolutely hit.
And we've been getting icy out here. Let's hit him with the ice. That's gonna
We'll
be
hit him with the
rough.
ice.
Wait, here's the better one.
10.
What does it say? 10. Alright, doesn't seem super effective. As though perhaps resistant.
Well, you know,
Huh.
But at least not immune, so. And like he'll kind of take the bolt to his shoulder, like, "What the fuck, Jerry? We've been over this. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't fire at point blank range. This happens every time. Boss, I can't work like this. This is really a hostile. Like, he's clocking in late. He's leaving early. He's shooting me in the shoulder. I'm just trying to be a professional here.
He's just a fucker. Okay.
All right. Archmon, anything else on your turn after trying to pretend to shoot at Jackie and missing, and instead hitting your coworker?
Yeah, if I could somehow whisper a message without being noticed. I mean, granted, I've kind of drawn attention at this point, I suppose,
whom?
myself, so maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, I will more or less
Jackie
kinda,
or?
yeah, to Jackie.
Okay.
Whisper something to Jackie, if possible.
What are you whispering?
Yep, that's fine.
Y'all need to book it. Get out of here now. I got it.
Been trying.
Yeah, I
But
know.
y'all keep fucking needing slaps.
That's it.
But yeah, and I get the message. Yeah.
Rail, you have
Do
2 hit points.
I?
That's a good
I-
question.
Ra-
Paul,
yeah,
roll me a perception
What-
check.
Yeah. Are you paying attention? You might be hard focused on.
I was
on
gonna say
Zadar.
you're pretty hard focused on the situation, but we will say that your battle hardened tactics has you are not new to combat, you are not new to scuffles, and you are not new to Nadar and his abilities. You've seen how vicious he is. You've heard the stories. You've told the tales yourself because you once looked up to this person. You know exactly what he's capable of, and so looking around you, you are very hyper aware of what's happening because you know to expect nothing and everything simultaneously. So a 19, we will say, is absolutely passing. You can hear that Archmon has a plan. Whether or not you trust that plan, I will leave to you. But Rael, it is your turn.
I am grappled. What do I need to do to be ungrappled?
That is a great question. I fucking hate grappling rules more than anything, and I regret doing this to you in the first place.
Is it-
Because
Isn't it
Acro-
strength?
Is it acrobatics or strength?
let's see here.
Strength.
You have to
saving throw?
escape the grapple.
I would love acrobatics if
Go for it.
possible. Okay.
How would you
You would
though?
just take a
Like,
hit.
can you describe
So
how the
I would-
acrobatics?
Because I am a small, dainty elf
Like
person.
nimbly as
Yeah.
Ken is clearly distracted by what did I name you, Archmon? I forgot.
Larry?
Jerry, Barry,
Mhm.
Larry. He's
Right.
distracted by yelling at him. You're just like slowly and painfully pulling the hook out from your shoulder and then letting it loose, letting it drop to the ground as
I
he's
kind of like
admitted-
contort my way out.
Yep. You are prone, so you will need to use your move action to do.
So is it an action to ungrapple and
It
then
is
a
an
move
action. It is an action to free yourself from the grapple.
Okay, and then a move action to unprone.
Yes, and the reason
Wait,
why
so
Ray
it-
is prone is because when they fell unconscious, they fell to the ground. You don't
Yeah,
fall
yeah.
unconscious standing up.
That's
But
fair. That's totally fair.
hypothetically, if you had a hook in your shoulder holding you up, you wouldn't.
I did
fall.
mention that this person was actively starting to drag Rail off
Oh,
with the hook in their
okay,
shoulder.
I know
so.
it's a good point. I'm just trying to make one.
Listen, hey, I can respect that. Again, I'm going to recommend that you all take a quick look inside of your backpacks and think of what other items you might have been given over the many sessions we've played that might come in handy.
Can I throw an ogre tooth at them? Are they interested in ogre teeth?
You know what? Maybe, but
So I'm gonna do something that I really wanted to do to somebody else, but I'm kind of desperate. Do I have any move? Like, do I have any action left? Is it just bonus action?
so you just have the bonus if you wanted to use your move to stand up, but you could technically crawl and then have a minor action.
But if I crawl, I'm still subjected to attack of opportunity.
That is correct.
So I'm gonna use my move to stand, and then can I use my bonus action to drink a potion?
Yes.
So the only potion that I have in my inventory is the expired healing potion that I picked up a while ago.
Oh
No.
no!
You should have more healing potions. We had a bunch of healing potions we distributed.
I'm
don't
pretty
have
sure most
any,
of them are
yeah.
in the bag of holding along with all the soul coins. But sure, let's go with the expired potion because this sounds great. All right.
I'm fucking desperate right now, and I've got nothing else. So
You got listen, I'm here for it.
are you trying to
there's
tell me that I
also-
have something else? Because I don't.
No.
I don't think I do.
I think that there is an alternative you could try to do, and that is instead of standing, you could try to bluff for a turn and try to like play dead and wait for your actions to recharge.
That is true.
You just gotta like basically just like hold on to the chain. Your weight is still on it, so as long it's not
Okay.
necessarily hooked into you, but your weight isn't dropped.
Is this deception or performance?
Your choice.
Can I do deception?
You sure can.
Okay, I am going to after.
Do you
kind of
have any
like-
inspiration?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, actually, okay, wait. I have something. Hold on. Tides of Chaos. Once per long rest, you can gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or savings throw before you regain use of this feature. The DM can have you roll on the wild magic table. After you
Oh, that
cast
could
the
actually
first
work out really
level
well.
of
Yeah.
spell.
Hold
Oh,
on. The wild magic here could save our fucking lives.
So
It
here's
could
what's gonna
potentially
happen.
make everything worse. But sure.
Yeah.
As Rail regains consciousness, she kind of like gingerly rips that hook from her shoulder, but keeps a tight grip on it and closes her eyes, holds her breath in, and just fucking wishes that no one will notice she's still alive. And that wild magic will then surge during
Okay.
her performance check or deception check, I should say. Hold on.
Roll me the
Uh,
percentile.
Hold on. I'm going to do deception first because I get advantage. That was a net one. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. 24.
24. We like to see it. We like to see it.
So it's a good thing I got.
Oh my god.
First, like
28 on the percentile.
your eye peeks open for a second and then it closes like right in time. And a 28 on the wild magic table. Let's see what happens. All right.
Come on. I believe in the power of the wild magic.
Oh no.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No.
That's not
Don't say,
good.
"Oh,
I
no."
don't like it. Don't say oh no. It's oh no.
Unless
DM
it's
me,
Ono for
DM me.
mana. Unless we hit the jackpot.
Yeah, me. I'll role play it. Let's go.
And the
Don't
dark
say, "Oh, no."
explodes.
I am so terrified.
We all teleport to the cave?
This entire encounter has been a way to deter us from
I
ever
need
going inside of a
everybody
cave
to make
ever again,
me a wisdom savings throw.
Everybody?
Fuck me.
Everybody.
What did you
including
summon?
me.
What's
Wait,
the DC?
Nope.
including Archmon? I'm hidden.
Everybody who is within
No!
30 feet of Rail,
Jesus Christ.
which is sorry, except Uru.
I'm not. Woo!
I'm not a wise
18.
person. Sorry.
All right,
5. 6? 6.
Jackie, I need you to roll with advantage.
14.
Yeah, it got worse.
Oh god.
12.
Oh god.
All right,
But I was a sneaky snake.
Wait, do I
everybody. No.
Okay.
Everybody who rolled under a 10, which is going to be basically everybody in the immediate vicinity except for Nadar, the party. So it's basically Jackie and this guy and all of these
I'm
guys
not alone. All right.
fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
I mean,
And Nadar is dazed.
Oh, that's nice.
Hold on, that's not the worst thing in the world.
yeah,
That's
you're,
actually awesome.
you're gonna
What
have to
the
carry
fuck?
me.
So,
Yeah.
if Nadar is jostled or otherwise moved, he will likely snap the fuck back out of it. But he's in that like state of like pseudo slumber where he's like leaning and rocking on his heels and he's trying to shake the sleep from him, but he's having a very hard time doing so. So you will have one action to book it the fuck away from him.
Fucking run!
All right,
Oh my god.
Call.
Right.
What do you do?
Plunge.
Run and grab Ray and then
Yeah, exactly. Run and grab Ray, and then full action out, like full movement, past Archmon, telling Archmon to grab Jackie, and we are going
35, 40. Do you want to go through the mushrooms or around?
around. Can't risk it.
40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, got you there. Archmon, do you want to pick up Jackie?
Oh, God, of course you're sleeping on the job. This ain't surprising. Alright.
I'd retort, but yeah, I'm sorry.
He's sleeping on the job.
Jackie's just bare snoring the whole fucking time.
Yeah, we
It's
get
like
a hold of
a
it as best we
Slap.
can.
Just fucking slap him.
Ah, this would be so much easier if
It's
you're
true,
tiny,
you
Jackie.
could slap the shit out of him and be like, wake up! But
That would probably take an action.
Nah, yeah, immediate way is to just drag his ass, get him as best as possible. So yeah.
Fucking wild magic. I can't believe that
I
happened.
told
Oh,
you,
I love
I
this
told
so
you
much.
we just needed
So
a little bit of wild magic.
This is the clutch.
I
Knocking on wood.
wasn't
Knocking
gonna
on
be
wood.
able to move
We're not out yet.
far
We're not
enough
out yet.
from them without being carried anyway. So this works out pretty good. I'm getting to see the season. Does this count as a short rest or?
you don't have that skill, that mom skill where any amount of
Oh my
sleep you
Petty
get
sleep.
constitutes.
That's
Uru.
Jackie might be on.
That would be busted.
As much as I want to just shoot this guy in the face.
You get the sense that he could catch up with you if he really wanted to.
Oh, I get that sense. Trust me. I get the sense that he could shatter my skull like a friggin' chicken bone if he wanted to.
I've already did. You may or may not be substantially concussed.
I am fine.
That might be why you're considering whatever the fuck it is you're considering if it's anything other than run.
I am considering something other than run, but it works with run. I'm gonna cast mirror image.
Right?
Good one.
So I make a bunch of Urus around me. There's so many Urus. Urus everywhere. There's not actually Urus everywhere, but
Nope, there's Urus everywhere now.
okay, I love it even better.
Fucking shadow clone
You know
no
what?
jutsu.
You know what? You're the DM.
I'm the DM.
I will not fight you on this one. If you want me to make
Some of them
So
are starting
many-
to look like after you do like a Xerox of a Xerox, though.
So many Kagebushins. I'll
Like-
I'll make all of the Kagebush. I'll go full Naruto here. But so my idea is to stay at the front of the cave, while everybody kind of goes past me, hoping that, you know, in a worst case scenario, I can buy a little bit of time here with my Kagebushins.
Okay.
But I want to be like right at the mouth of the cave, so like as soon as everybody gets in, I'm gone.
Got it. So right at the mouth of the cave. Anything else for your turn? Darkness, you're on deck.
Nope, that is it.
All right. The chain or the Abishai are going to go. Darkness, when they start their turn in it, does it? You said it does something, right? They have to
So
save.
it's only a 5-foot area, so unless they
Okay.
moved into it, they're not going to be doing anything.
And they would have moved out of it on their turn as well. So yeah. So they're just writhing in agony on the ground. And then it is your turn.
Okay, so it moved out of the thing on its turn, but it's
Yeah.
still it's like bleeding out, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is unconscious on the ground though, so you get the sense that any damage you do to it will wake it up.
Cool. Can you zoom out just a little bit? Okay. Well, we don't know how long this is gonna last, but I'd like to try and save some of these Mycoliths. Probably not gonna do much because there's still a shitload of Abishai in here. All right.
You will notice that they have disappeared. Some bodies are on the ground, but these have been eliminated. That guy is currently asleep, and those have also been eliminated. Some Myconids are down on the ground, but it looks like some of them have retreated. There is a cluster of Myconids next to Urugaru. Chopper is there, and he's like, "I know the way out."
What about the Myconids that are in front of me?
Sorry. I've been meaning to get rid of that this whole combat.
Okay.
They've been long dead.
They've been
dead since before this
they've been dead for a while.
Can I healing word them? Are they still in death saves?
If you would like to,
They're gonna be alright.
I will say you could.
All right.
But I would also maybe suggest saving your healing.
I have 4 first level spells. I'm gonna give them a little sweet hi as I'm leaving.
Encouragement.
Yeah. And wow, max roll on that one. So they get
all right.
8 points
Yeah,
back.
word.
Hey, word. So great. I'm gonna spend my action to move the beam of death light over the unconscious Abishai, just to make sure that he's extra not unconscious, but like fully dead. And then I'm a leave. Yeah,
and that's at the start of his turn, right?
Yeah, at the start of his turn.
All right, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
All right.
And that's me.
No, I'm pretty sure if you move the moonbeam on top of the Abishai, he has to make a savings throw this turn.
You might be right. It's when it moves onto them and then when they start their turn. So yeah, he has to make the save now.
And it's a con?
Yeah. Call.
13. So
Uh,
I believe I didn't pass.
That is an additional 25.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, upcast Moonbeam does some damage.
I like that
buddy.
one.
It's a good
I've been
one.
concentrating on keeping Uru fire resistant. Otherwise, I would have used it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
No,
been
that's-
helpful.
Oh shit! I died, which means my concentration broke.
Hell
Yeah,
it did.
but he hadn't taken any additional fire damage since then.
Okay, just so you know, though, you no longer have fire resistance.
I was aware.
You
so-
know, because I died.
Mhm. Ella died.
Ella died.
Jackie.
You were just unconscious.
Uh-huh.
Am I
So-
still
so-
asleep?
At
Wake
this,
up.
I was gonna say, so this is where you would roll your Constitution savings throw to see if you wake up.
Dude, I'm enjoying my sleep right now.
The mushrooms, super high fucking tolerance. Wake him up from a nap? Absolutely not.
Nothing.
Is there cheese? Not yet. All right.
Hey,
Yeah,
look
nah.
at there's food.
Wake me
Oh.
when there's cheese. Yeah.
Beat me to the Mackie sleep.
Wake
Bad.
me when there's cheese. That sounds like a fucking motto.
All right. So, we move into the cave. Because of Darkness's quick thinking ability and his kindness towards the Myconids, he has healed them enough so that the Myconids now emphatically trust you and want to lead you out through the sneakiest of portals possible. So, with great haste, with Jackie nestled in Arkmon's arms and with Ray slung over Call's shoulder, you make your way through the Myconid tunnels, bobbing and weaving, running past ropers that are getting ready to lash out at various bats flittering by. All kinds of life is existing all around you in the Underdark. You hear these umbral growls and howls, and at one point you start to notice that the cave is getting uncomfortably warm, and Chopper seems nervous. Can I get a religion check from anybody who feels so inclined?
I mean, I'm always inclined to check religions.
No one's conscious.
15. That's not great.
I like
15's
paid attention a
probably
little
good.
bit in
13.
class.
14.
15, 14, 13.
Nat 20. I remember this one.
Darkness and Uru, as you round a corner, you notice something that looks really out of place. It seems like a large portal shrouded in fire. You can almost see on the other side there's a pitch black pyre shooting out of this weird molten ground landscape. Weird draconic things are flying about, demons are circling around, and some of them occasionally waft by the portal. You think, in Darkness, you know, this is a portal likely to the first layer of hell.
Fantastic. I'm
You can choose to run away from it, make note of it, or try to interact with it. What do you do?
I'm gonna snap my fingers and attempt to dispel magic.
All right, go ahead. And what are you rolling for that? Or does it just happen?
It is a spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So.
All right.
It is flat wisdom. Wish me luck.
Good luck. You have a point of inspiration.
You have a point of inspiration. Use it.
Hit. 16. 20.
Ooh.
20.
With a dirty 20, you notice that the embers start to kind of cool over and slowly close up. It still pulses, kind of like you know that fix-a-leak stuff? You get the sense that it's been sealed. And you think it's probably fine so long as nobody pokes it too hard.
Okay, let's just keep going now. Nobody touch that. Nobody touch that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank God Jackie's asleep.
I like that you can see that it
Definitely touch that.
bulges immediately after it bulges.
And much like Darkness's dispel magic, you can see that this portal is like slowly writhing underneath, like a baby in a mom's uterus just trying to escape. There's like a hand that kind of reaches out with like these long pointed
Ew.
claws.
Ew.
Oh God. That fucking.
No.
I need
I don't like that.
survival. I need survival checks from you all as you continue to make your way down the tunnels, following Chopper and the rest of the small Myconid colony who is joining you on this escape.
I'm good.
18.
Well, I'm on Call's shoulder, so I'm fine.
Somehow, despite
Absolutely the fuck not.
despite taking like all of my hit points twice, I'm feeling pretty survivally.
I mean, I literally just ran through here. I know the way out. Come follow me.
Why am I seeing no one else's rolls?
Yeah.
You just
I
don't
don't know. It's
Yeah,
question marks for me.
I see my roll and nobody else's.
I see. All I see is Darkness's last wisdom check for.
Yeah, same.
Huh.
Yeah, right, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Oh, good. It's spasm. Well, I did roll.
Oh, there
an
they
18.
go.
There we go.
Oh!
It was lagging.
We all hit survival too
26.
quick. We were
Except
feeling
me.
very
Yeah.
survival.
We're just very on top of it. All right. Arquan's feeling a little bit lost in the sauce, but he is carrying Jackie. Jackie, I actually need you to make another Constitution saving throw to see if you snap out of being unconscious.
God damn it! Can you wake up? This is tough.
Can
Do I
we give him
have
some
to?
slaps?
All right, maybe.
Okay, with a 15, you could choose to wake up if you would like.
I swear to God, if you sleep in
You
on my ass,
better
I swear to
fucking wake up.
at the motel, this is fine. In my fucking arms.
Where's the Happy Gilmore button? Where's the use?
Jackie, if you were pretending to stay asleep, I need a performance check from you, or a bluff check. The choice is yours.
Dude.
Are
Am I
you
still
fucking?
sleeping? Am I still sleeping? Maybe I'm still sleeping.
Why?
bro.
Why?
He's like pointing, like yawn. I'm gonna point off in the
I'm
direction
trying
we
to
should
get some
probably be
spell
going.
slots back right now. Okay, I'm just saying.
Hold on, does it get a short rest at this point? Does my embrace warrant a short rest?
Roll me a dexterity savings throw to see if you can coddle him, like the baby in the Bjorn. You don't want to move too fast.
Oh my
That's
God.
on
Will you
17.
hurry
That
up?
is
Oh my
on
God.
17 on my screen. That's bullshit. That's a 10.
Uh,
That should be a 17 plus
I mean,
8. But
like 18 is still more than enough.
okay.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay.
This is so dumb.
Oh, what am I doing?
It's not even in memes anymore. It's flooded into the high roll and shit.
It's so bad.
My
it's moved into
tummy
high
hurts
roll.
and I'm had to go.
Also, yes, Bag, I did delete your meme. Absolutely the fuck not. You keep that shit out of here.
But Craig's was okay. That shit's gross.
What did Craig post?
Nothing.
Oh, his is
Taco.
fine.
That's fine.
That's allowed.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Trembling meat, that's fine.
No.
No, absolutely not. No, thank you.
Anyhow,
Okay.
calling the
happened to
Did,
derail.
did the music stop, or did I have a stroke?
I'm shifting the music because we are no longer in the scary fight zone, but there is, because we don't have the premium ads, and since I'm not getting paid for that shit.
Let's get it.
Mm.
Damn it. I need it for mine too.
All right.
Cheers, y'all. Good God.
Cheers.
Cheers. We survived.
One
We
encounter.
lived
So-
to see another day, just fucking barely.
So I haven't been able to show you all because I'm still carrying Jackie. I can't actually. I'm actually probably still in costume because I'm fucking.
Yeah, you're still Abishai.
Yeah, we're going to
absolutely
Abishai
are.
running with us.
There's an. It's that Scooby Doo thing where like we're running away from it, and popped out a door, and it
I
pops
hate
through
that
a door on the other side.
I hate that
and-
motherfucker too.
Yeah,
Don't worry
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I got you.
You look like a nun holding a big baby.
I've been trying to
wait,
leave.
So like,
What
so
the fuck? Is that an
at
Abishai?
first it does look concerning. At first there's a little bit of like, oh no, he's grabbed Jackie, but then like you notice that Jackie's arms are kind of falling through the wings, and like it's kind of like when you get up close to any kind of practical effect and you can just see the strings.
Mhm.
It was doing him pretty solid service while we were in the cave with all of the smoke and the haze and the drugs. But now that you are a little bit clearer of mind and body, you can kind of see that it's very clearly like a costume.
I imagine that is what he looks like now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now that we realize the truth.
Yes.
that's just old man Jenkins.
The Myconids lead you up a series of tunnels until you eventually reach the surface of Moag, which you haven't ever seen before. It's a quiet, gnat-infested wetlands area. It smells. It has that low tide kind of smell, that fishy
Musty.
smell that smells kind of fishy and off. Just within just across the horizon, you can see that there is what looks like a tavern, lights aglow. There's a couple of farmsteads that look like they're kind of closing up for the night. This is the first time you've seen sky in a few days. It is a beautiful night. You can see the stars twinkling above you. There's a warm tavern off in the distance, and you finally have the dagger that you need. But how to destroy it?
Yeah.
Paul will just like flop down, absolutely ignorant of just like all of the Womp Land. He will just like plop on the ground and just like pant.
Yeah, I think Uru's kind of feeling it too. He's probably just like leaning against something like, oh my god. Never again. Do I want to be hit in the head with an axe like that?
Rail has 2 hit points. She is still on the brink of death.
He's like,
Barely conscious.
Don't worry. We'll get you some help, Rail.
Rail, a slightly larger than you would like to see right now spider just kind of crawls up onto your shoulder.
An eye nature check to see if it's dangerous.
Roll me a nature check.
Can I get advantage because it's a spider? Was that a yes?
Yes.
Oh, goddamn. I said that as a joke.
You asked, I shall receive.
24.
Venomous, yes, but not deadly.
Can I speak with animals? Hold on a second.
Why does that one have a tear?
God
So good.
fucking damn it. Speak with animals is a first level spell. Oh, I can cast it. I
You
can
can
cast it at 3rd level. No, that's speak with plants. God damn it.
Oh no.
I'll allow it.
God damn it.
I'll
I don't
allow
have
it.
it.
I'll allow it.
At the very least.
For the flavor, it's funny.
I-
And it's speak with animal. It's not like you're trying to swap out firebolt for something else.
there we go.
You're trying to
It's a-
switch out plants with animals. I'll allow it.
Hey, Natty.
It's a nat 20. I
With a nat-
kind of look over at this giant spider on my shoulder. I'm like, hey,
Bruh.
are you here to take me away?
Take me away.
Like it has its mouth open like it was getting ready to bite, and it just kind of like looks at you, and it's like, damn, that's kind of sad. I don't know if I can eat depressed things. Fuck.
Please don't eat her, friend. I promise I can tell you some good spots.
Can you find me something that's like angry to eat? They tend to be spicier. Depressed food always tastes soggy.
Oh, hold up.
Like day old
I
French
got
fries.
you.
It's just not
Wait.
the vibe.
Doesn't do
I
it.
got you, fam. Hold on. I cast giant insect at 4th level on this spider.
What kind of
No,
you
no,
sorry.
what? What? Can I
No.
disagree?
Nope, you can't. Absolutely not. Okay, so we're
He said
casting
it was
giant
said.
spider
He said it was
on.
done.
You cast giant spider on the spider. The
Giant
already
insect.
hand-sized spider. You've decided to enlarge him.
I cast giant insect on the spider. A spider
Okay.
becomes a giant spider,
Okay.
and each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat they act on your turn. The GM has the statistics for the creatures, yada yada. A creature remains in its giant size for the duration, which is 10 minutes, until it drops to 0 hit
Okay,
points,
okay,
or
okay,
until you use
okay.
an action to dismiss it.
Okay.
So-
Immediately upon realizing that it's now big, it's like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna go get me one of those cows, and it just takes off.
Enjoy your dinner, my friend.
Jesus.
Dude.
I just kind of whisper to it in the void, like, have a good snack.
You just see this giant spider unsettlingly like stampeding towards this very unsuspecting cow, who's just like, well, I just did a hard day of milking. I guess I'll return in for the. Oh shucks.
Listen, that spider was gonna eat me, and they said,
He wasn't
I
gonna
feel
eat
bad for you, son. And I said, I got you. And I gave him I gave him giantness. All
Happy
right.
cows make the best food anyway.
He
So
was, he
listen,
was gonna
you-
bite you. A
you
little
hear
bit of
the
venom, you
blood
would've been
curdling
fine.
screams of the cow being just like as like fangs pierce it and it starts to like weave its little thing. Farmer comes out for a brief moment, takes one look at it, goes nope, closes the door.
Sorry, Bessie, you're on your own.
what
I'll
is
get another cow.
normal? What is normal for the
It's a
spider is chaos
circle of
for the
life.
fly.
I
In this case, what is normal for the spider is chaos for the cow. But
I was gonna
stands to
be like,
reason. It's the circle of life. Rail knows this, and she says, "It was meant to be."
Rail,
I
how
was-
much blood have you lost?
I was gonna make
Oh,
the
Most
argument.
of it.
I'm gonna
Most
bow,
of
yeah.
it. Yeah, I have
So
very little blood.
there are a couple of other farmsteads. They don't look like they're particularly warm or welcome, but as I mentioned, there is a tavern sort of a few walking blocks on the other end of the horizon from you. There looks like there's a fire billowing, and you can, in fact, smell the sweet, sweet aroma of toasted bread and cheese, which I think is enough to probably wake up Jackie.
The only thing that could wake up Jackie.
Yeah.
100% the thing that will.
It's
wake
like,
up
is that
Jackie.
Gouda?
Jackie
know that.
like spins up with a twirl.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty. Glad you're awake. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Welcome to the land of the living.
All right, finally I can take this. I finally fucking am able to unveil my
Well,
true form again.
Give off a big ol' yawn. Ah.
And yeah, yeah. So I guess, I mean, have they already seen the dagger?
No, I mean you haven't showed it to us yet.
Well, yeah. Now,
you Spider-Man that pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna whip out your dagger?
Well,
Ooh,
You
well,
right here.
Archon, how did you do that? Where? Cole is just like utterly flabbergasted.
At this point,
Like like survival was a victory for him, and now like this is just a whole other level. Amazing work.
my
at
mom
this
would be
point-
pretty pissed off if she died to a son of a bitch like that. Can't let that happen. Now, do anybody know what the hell we do to destroy this thing properly?
I mean, it's magical. It's probably something magic. Can we rest first, though?
Yeah, I like the
Holy
idea.
shit, I've lost.
Someone
a
want
lot
to
of blood.
investigate the blade?
I mean,
Cole will take a closer look at it.
I'm happy to investigate. If it's an investigation check, I'm happy to do as much as I can, but I feel like I don't necessarily know the.
I'll give it a quick arcana.
So let's start with Tabby because he's actively holding it. But those of you who wish to assist or do your own check, feel free to throw your rolls in the disco.
I'm happy.
I will.
You're
not
happy.
much help.
Ray's like, I don't really care right now. Where's my orb?
Yeah.
Right.
My
I would feel a lot
investigation
better
is-
right now if I had an orb.
Yeah. So Ray confirms it's not an orb. I confirm it's not cheese.
I
Uru
got a-
confirms it's not a bug.
13
I'm fine giving an
Arcana.
advantage. My investigation's trash, but I'm happy giving advantage with my knowledge of draconic stuff.
It's definitely.
It's actually not a draconic weapon.
Well, that's information.
Yeah.
My Arcana's good too. I just rolled bad.
Yeah, 19's my better one, anyways.
All right. With the 17, it's hard for you to glean too much more about this weapon than what you've already seen. However, there is a very distinct marker on this.
19 is
do-
actually my roll, by the way.
With a 19, you definitely recognize the symbol that's on the bottom of the hilt. You've seen this before in Red Rage's workshop.
Oh my god. Razor. Razor.
Where's my orb?
Have you received my message?
I believe my response was what orb?
There's more to the message.
I chose to ignore it.
You
So-
didn't respond about Red Rage. That was the whole reason I gave you
Oh.
the Sending Stone.
True.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask Because I don't know. I haven't been with this character in a bit. Is Red Rage okay?
Red Rage is doing great.
Okay.
A little stressed out, but
Yeah.
doing okay. Red Rage is kind of closeted towards Razor about what exactly is going on. Does not share with you intimate details. Mentions that it's family stuff. You know how family stuff is. It's
Yeah,
complicated.
and Razor wouldn't be the type to pry on that.
Exactly.
He gets it. People got their stuff. Just know that, like, worried, care.
They appreciate that. They're just
You're
a little
like-
worried. There's like a whole thing going on. Like at the end of the year, they're supposed to go back home. If they don't, it's going to be problematic.
Razor would be the kind of person to be like, "Hey, you don't want to talk? I don't need
Did
to
you
listen."
did
But
you tell Razor or did you tell Red Rage about the posters
Posts?
in Moag?
Oh, yeah.
We're around.
She'd be one of the people who.
You tell so Red Rage would upon revealing that you know that they are wanted in Moag would tell you that they are expected to go back to Gestal, but they won't tell you much more than that. And if you pry, they'll get kind of cold and a little bit more like
Again,
and
not Razor's MO to pry.
get it.
Like, hey, we all got our secrets. That's cool.
But
Just
then
know
so your
that-
message back to Rail would be
What's up? What orb? I don't know what you're talking about. Red Rage.
Red
is
Rage
doing
says
fine.
hi.
She's doing okay. She's dealing with some stuff, but she's doing good. She's her usual self. She says hello. That's it. I would ignore the whole call part. I don't care.
So you're in the muck, just outside of a hole, leading into Moag.
Hey, at this
Your
point,
Myconid
I'm
friends
fucking-
are going to mention that the spider thing was a lot, so they're gonna go back and check in on the rest of their family once they think it's safe. It's definitely not safe for them out here, apparently, because of giant fucking spiders.
Call will thank them for heartily for their help and everything that and for getting them out of there.
Stay safe, guys.
Well, and Call will just kind of push himself to his feet. I know we're all tired, but just a few more feet that way, and he'll point towards the inn. And
Point
it
back
looks like
towards
there
the
might be a.
cave. No.
I never was.
It looks like there's a fire and some warm food waiting for us. So, you want to get a room?
God, yes.
That sounds.
Come on.
Sounds wonderful.
I see 6 of me.
Darkness is paying.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
hear this.
I mean, I just heard it. I heard it. It was just said.
Actually, I think I do have a
All right,
little.
and Call will pick Rail back up and carry her, because she's still hells a week.
The spider's just creating mayhem.
Yeah, that was the second weirdest thing to happen to me today.
It's fine. The spider won't touch us.
I'm not concerned about us. I'm concerned about the
What,
next 3 cows.
Cattle?
Next week.
So you don't eat them.
I mean, to be fair, that's my snacky, not his. I was looking forward to that.
All right. I mean,
We're saving that for later.
All right. Well, as unsettling as that was, again, only the second weirdest thing.
Only the second.
As you make your approach to the tavern, Ray, you notice 2 very or let's actually, can you roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you're still a little bit loopy and your eyes are still cloudy.
I'm pretty much half dead.
Will give Ray back 16 more hit points as we're
Okay.
casually walking along. Just kind of, pat the foot, heal the soul.
Okay. And 16. And it was sorry, perception?
You may be distracted by your spider baby, but let's find out. You are not. You notice that the same sort of purpley flowers that you've noticed in several locations in Moag are also growing healthily on the little window boxes on the outside of the tavern. And then just on the other side of the glass, you notice a cat with one eye. He seems big and fluffy.
Oh god, is it
fat
Nadar
cat.
again?
You recognize this cat.
Fucking Nadar. Alright, hold
How
on a
did he
sec.
beat us out here? How
You
did he
still
turn
have
into a
you
cat
still
again?
have speak with plant and animal up.
I do.
You still have
I'm gonna cast
speak with thing.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants. And I'm gonna kind of like I'm still kind of loopy, like I've healed a bit, but I just sort of lean against the wall and I lean over the purple plant and just sort of whisper in and go, "What do you know about that cat over there, the missing eye?"
Mean cat, mean, pees in our box constantly, obnoxious, rude creature. Hiss, hiss.
Is he more than just a cat, or is he just
He's
a
an
cat?
asshole, is what he is.
Could he
He's an
be a
asshole.
dragon?
He's an
I'm here for
asshole.
this.
He's an asshole.
So yo.
Really quickly, Mana, I am going to roll a nature check for specifically red flowers.
Okay.
I thought these were purple flowers.
They are.
17.
I think he's looking specifically
I'm just
for
kind
red
of looking
flowers.
around at nature specifically. For
You
red
do notice that there looks like a farmhouse on your way towards the tavern that has like a very pretty garden, like a carefully manicured garden with a couple of red flowers in it.
Fantastic. I'm gonna pick a few of the petals from those.
So again, it looks like it's in a carefully manicured garden.
Fine.
So if you would like to, you are absolutely welcome to. I'm just giving you a heads up before I make you roll for things. How badly do you want those flowers, baby?
Scrying is really good.
It's late at night. They might not ever notice.
Just be taking a couple petals, like
Yeah.
be taking the flower. Just there's some on there that they're growing very healthily. They don't need all those petals, right?
It's all right,
we
Uru.
are
Every thief plays this game with themselves. How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to take? Don't worry
I was
about
gonna
it.
say-
I've been in that situation myself.
We
Is
do have a
now really
thief
the
that would
time?
be perfectly capable of doing this without raising suspicion.
Someone who's not 8 feet tall.
Just saying.
Excuse me, I am 8'2", and I would beg you to not forget that.
He's feeling really offended right now because he finally met somebody who was taller than him and he did not like that sensation.
He's actually just very concussed.
Yeah, let's go get them.
Is that why Uru likes bugs? Because they're always going to be way shorter than him?
Mhm.
No, I actually explained this to Mana once. Uru likes bugs because they remind him of how small he actually is in the world, and
It's
that's
a great
because-
big universe and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney.
But he likes them because that's okay, because like the sign of the healthiest ecosystem is the amount of insects they have, and it reminds Uru that the small things can make a big difference.
Well, then
Aw.
maybe that helps snap you out of your concussive state.
No, he's still very that's great and all, but I did take a massive axe to the brain.
So
it was a
with,
kind
Twice.
of, but fucking A. Alright.
so with
Twice.
that in mind, Uru, do you take the flower or do you
I
leave it alone?
absolutely do. I'm fucking concussed as hell.
Oh.
I
Roll-
don't have
roll
control right
me-
now.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
How slight is your hand?
Right down the middle 10.
Right down the middle 10. Fantastic. You notice, as you are picking a couple of flowers, that the door to the house opens, and out steps a female Goliath.
Get another concussion, buddy.
Who goes
Uh.
there?
Now Uru's just curious and wants to know about this person, so he's gonna kind of step forward a little bit. Hi, sorry, that's
They grab
me.
the staff with a it's not quite a halberd. It's more like a stick with a pointy part at the end. And they just sort of point it at you and they go, "What are you doing to my flowers?"
I'm sorry, I really can't explain, but and Uru will kind of like wobble a little bit because his hands are up and he's like a little bit off balance right now. But he'll go, "I'm sorry. I saw the flowers. I need them for a ritual that I perform with a friend of mine, and I guess I didn't really think much about that. I do apologize."
Sounds like
Roll
he
me a
sounds
persuasion
better
check.
meaner.
21.
They kind of set the stave down and they go, "That's rude, you know."
I agree it is. I don't think it's something I'd normally do. I don't think my impulse control's working at peak function at the moment.
No, it's definitely not. And Call will just kind of like punch Uru in the arm lightly.
Ow.
I mean, I get it.
I'm sorry to be blunt about this, but I can't help but notice you're a Goliath.
You're gonna close the door.
I will go back and knock.
They do not answer.
Oh, I am sad.
Come on, buddy. Nice try. And Call will just like kind of go over and like drag Uru away by the back of his belt.
I'm just curious. Why
I'm trying to
is he
buy the
You're- oh.
Viagra.
You're always curious. You got your flower petals. Come on. Just a minute ago, you were about to collapse.
Before I leave, I will. Is there like a slot or something in there that I could drop a couple gold pieces in as like an apology for taking her flowers?
You know, let's say that there looks like a pot that has another plant growing in it, like a really healthy looking plant. And if you wanted to like lay a couple of coins like in the pot, they would probably notice.
For sure, I will lay. Where's my money? Where's my money? I will lay 2 gold pieces in there. As like a sorry I took your flowers. But I will also add to my inventory red.
I'm gonna give you 3 flowers. Worth of
Okay.
flower. She'll let you scry 3 times without your precious princess getting angry at you.
The most beautiful princess in the world, and don't you ever forget it.
I made it, so
I like to think that if I say it even when she's not around, she knows it.
she hears it. She's aware. If you ever be like, "God, she's such a bitch," she'd be like, "Oh, dare you?"
But
I heard
would never
that.
say that.
Very
I would never say that because
Now I
she's a
expect
precious
flowers
creature.
just because I deserve them.
She is a precious, beautiful creature, and I would never say something so rude.
Here you go.
I put up with so much.
I expect so little. So you continue making your way to the tavern? Tavern?
Yes.
Tavern? Everybody tavern?
Tavern.
All right.
Tavern.
Beautiful.
Tavern.
So it is a fairly large but admittedly modest tavern. There are several round tables. Mostly farmhands are sitting around them. These farmhands all are humanoid in nature, with the staunch exception of there is a table off in the corner near the fireplace that has 2 Goliaths sitting at it, and the barkeep is a dwarf female.
Or Goliaths? Where are we? Why are they all here?
Goliath
you
stuff.
Sure, we're in Mo.
I don't think we're in Moag anymore,
You're
guys.
just above Moag. But let's take a quick look at the map, shall we? I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference.
On the map.
The map. The map.
Where's
The
my
map.
resources?
Rail wants to go over to where the one-eyed cat is.
Just chilling in the windowsill, living his best life.
I know who you are. You will not get the jump on me.
Not
Can
this
I
time.
still do? Can I still do speak with animals? Because it's
Sure.
a first level spell. Okay, cool.
It's Flavor Town,
gonna-
baby.
I'm gonna do speak with animals, and I'm just gonna like mosey up to the window, kind of like lean in, pretend I don't see the cat right away, and just sort of listfully
are about
look out the
Here-ish.
window.
Ratnar's right there, so you're not too far from Ratnar. It's like right there. You guys have been under here, but like Ratnar's right up there, so you're not too far down actually.
Okay.
The cat kind of senses you and like flicks its tail away from you, as though, like, you know how like when you've denied Cheesecake anything and now she's just kind of frustrated with you.
Oh yeah.
I sort of like tilt my head in towards the cat and say quietly, I'm real sorry. I mistook you for someone else, but I realize now that I made a mistake, and
Did you?
I apologize if I offended you. You're not who I thought you were.
It'll stop flicking its tail aggressively, and then it'll go back to kind of like a swaying position.
I'll give him a little scritch on the head.
He at first lowers his ears, as though to be like, "How dare you patronize me, woman?"
Oh, but that's
But a little to the left. None of these Goliaths can pet for shit. Their hands are all too big and heavy, so
Too meaty.
it'll kind of like curl. It's like all these farm hands are too rough, and the Goliaths are too big. So just if you don't mind, a little bit behind the yes, right there. Yes, right, exactly. Yes, thank you.
the
This is what I'm
involuntary
doing
back
for the
leg
next
scratch.
10 minutes.
The back leg starts going. It's not even trying to like do it, but it's like right there.
We'll just like watch Rail go over and start petting the cat and just be like, well, she's not going anywhere for at least 10 minutes. It's like verbatim, exactly.
I am Knuff, damn it.
Right. That's right.
Also, how long does the shrinky drink last again? You said it was nighttime now.
I was gonna say, as
Until
soon
you
as you guys
sleep.
take as soon as you guys take an extended rest,
You
or as soon as you take a long
gotta
rest.
sleep it off, bud.
I could.
Yeah, there's plenty of empty spaces. There's a
Uh,
large center table that looks like it could house all of you comfortably, but it is very much in the center of the room, where other people could eavesdrop on conversations.
Uru's curious.
I
About
would
the
very much
Goliaths.
prefer. I would very much prefer something at the perimeter, something more private.
There's a couple
Why
of
don't we get a
smaller
room?
tables in the perimeters, but there isn't anything large enough to fit everybody.
Mm.
Wait, is this an inn? Can we get a room here?
Yeah, sure thing. The dwarf's name is Basha. She's got kind of like a protruding jaw with like an extra large. It looks like a fang, but it's not. It doesn't look like it belongs to her mouth. It kind of looks like it was like crafted and then like wedged in there. So like she might have lost a tooth at some point, and then that was the thing that she chose to put in her mouth, if that makes sense. So she speaks with a little bit of a lisp, but not quite to the same extent as Polly. It's more like there's something in her mouth constantly. She's like, oh yeah, I got a couple of good rooms upstairs. Let's see here. How many rooms? How many rooms are we looking for? I got 6 rooms. One's really nice. Call it the honeymoon suite. Nobody ever uses it. Too expensive.
I think we need at least 2 or 3 rooms. I mean,
She'll go behind the counter. She'll grab like 3 keys off of the hooks, and she'll like kind of toss them in front of you. I'll be like, it's gonna be 3 gold for the rooms. Kind of crosses her arms and furrows her brow, sizing you up based off of how this interaction goes down.
Cole just kind of like looks at Darkness.
Darkness will fork over 3 gold.
She'll pick up the coin pieces and she'll bite into it with the other side of her mouth. Not the. You get the sense that might be how they lost the tooth the first fucking time.
Biting too hard.
A little bit. You got to make sure of these things. And they're like, pleasure can, for an extra gold, I can make sure that there's hot coffee and toast in the morning. Kind of
I'll pay for that.
puts their hand out like they're just expecting you to give in.
Carl will
yeah.
actually pay for that himself.
Yeah, no,
he'll-
exactly. Immediately.
Excellent. She goes, Pierre!
Because his bladder's empty.
One hot coffee special for the morning. I expect you to be up and right on time. For those of you who can speak Goblin, you hear like, bitch, none of these people ever order coffee on the one day I want to sleep in.
I speak Gnomish.
Yeah, I got Gnomish as well.
We'll say he says it in Gnomish then. My apologies. He's got enough of a Gnomish twang that you can
In
kind
that
of
case,
understand.
I'll tell him, we better make it 2.
Oh, brutal.
A
That is
double?
rude, Jackie.
Is it real?
Cruel and unusual.
Yes.
I'm up 2. I don't want to be up. I get it.
Side note: my sorcerer speaks Goblin bag.
Ooh, all right. Well, there
different
are going to be a good
things.
number of those at the beginning. So
Cool.
All right. So we are at a tavern. We can retire for the night. We can keep going if you guys want to keep going for a little bit. It's up to you.
I know about the Goliaths.
Okay.
Uru's very curious because, like, 3 Goliaths in a row? I seen, like, 3 Goliaths since I left the mountain. What do you mean? There's like, so many Goliaths around here now. I'm curious. So, Uru would very much, like, walk over to the Goliath table to try to start up conversation amongst my brothers.
Yep.
So you do actually recognize these Goliaths. It's not in like the same sense that you know their names, but like they are from your village.
Ratnar Goliaths. This is a long way from the Ratnar Mountains, though.
Not that far.
I mean, it's not that close either. Closer would be Roth if he really wanted to go down.
They mentioned that they do trading.
Ah,
They're willing to talk to you because they recognize you. They're like, oh, what are you doing here? They don't quite know who you are. Like, think of
Yeah.
it like if you were to ever see Ted Cruz in person. Like, I probably
God.
wouldn't know
Ugh.
just by looking at him that that's Ted fucking Cruz. You'd have to tell me, and I'd be like, that fucking guy?
You'd
Like,
smell it.
probably. But my point is that like it's like when you see a celebrity in the wild, you kind of do a double take sometimes, and you're like, wait, really? Like, because you don't expect
like
them to
if
be
the-
out here.
He's like if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man had a creepy uncle.
Yeah, that's a good description.
You
so yeah,
like-
I would. Oh, sorry. I would look at them and because I'm curious now, because obviously the last thing I heard about the Ratnar Mountains was not so good, bad stuff happening. So I'd just be like,
You bring that up. Hey guys, how's the cannibalism?
not openly. It would be more like how's it going? Is everything going all right?
Need a toothpick?
They'll kind of look at each other like side to side, and they're like, "Business as usual, friend. What about you? What brings you to Moag?"
Various adventures, friends needed to be here. I needed to be here. Whole bunch of weird circumstances that pull me here. But yeah, how are things? It's been a while since I've been able to get up on the mountain. How are things up there?
These Goliaths look pretty beefy compared to you, which isn't uncommon for you.
I'm
That's
used
why
to
you
being
were
the
you
toothpick.
why you were kind of used
Yeah.
to being a little bit on the meeker side, and they're kind of like sizing you up like
You cut out.
no, sorry, I'm trying to find the right words. It's kind of like when you're in the wrong neighborhood, even though you're from the same city. They don't seem particularly like they're not sure what to think of you because you look like them, but not really.
Yeah,
Same but different.
I get it.
Same but different. There's just sort of like they seem to be very reserved and not particularly forthcoming with information. They're like, it's just business as usual. What are you doing here? And as you kind of go with the same kind of vague, like, oh, adventure, excitement, friends, they're like, in Moag. Huh. Awkward cricket noises.
Yeah, especially because I'm not really sure the path to take here. Because I want information from them, but I'm not sure how to get it. There's part of me that wants to... See, I don't know enough about what's going on to try to play like a deception play like I'm in on it. Is the problem.
It is a problem, isn't it?
It is, and I'm not sure how to play that.
Oh, it's so hard. Okay, in the meantime, Jackie, Arkmon, and Call and Darkness, while Uru contemplates what he would like to say to the Goliaths as he begins to try and form the words and make awkward small talk, you have a
coffee.
dagger.
I need some coffee. I need some booze.
Kitchen's closed. Me open tomorrow. First thing in the morning. You better be ready for it. It's not my fault if it goes cold. I'm not making a second one.
You got any cheese? I don't care if it's warm.
He's like, of course I have cheese. What kind of monster do you think I am?
How about some bread?
Oh, that's asking
What are
too
you
much.
gonna do with my bread and cheese? He kind of narrows his eyes at you.
Gonna see if it calls up for a little something.
He goes, 5 copper.
5 copper it is. Because calls the kitchen that's always open.
He goes, for 2 gold pieces, I'll give you unlimited access to my kitchen. You can cook whatever you want.
Tell you what, we'll make it a wager. I'll pay you now, but if I make it worth it, you're gonna pay me back.
I can't pay you back 2 gold. What are you talking about? No deal.
You just paid him 3 though. I like this guy. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I got you beat though. Because my food's so good, I know how much money you got already. Promise.
That's a losing bet. I don't want to take it.
I meant to roll.
You said if you
Pretend
cook
it's
food better
persuasion.
than me, pretend it's persuasion. So you're trying to persuade him that your food is so good and that you should take the bet where he's gonna have to pay you money.
Right.
He does not have the money to pay you, and therefore does not want to participate in the game
Well, then why do I have to pay him to use his kitchen?
because of the supplies.
That's kind of how money
Think
works.
think like you're using a test kitchen, like you're using someone else's kitchen. They're like, you can have access to whatever goods you want in this kitchen for 3 gold. You can take whatever you want in the kitchen, does not matter. 3 gold.
Okay, all right. But I'm gonna charge you if you want something.
He goes, deal. But I'm not gonna want anything. Maybe.
All right,
that's up to
that's all I
Jackie
need.
now. You gotta make it worth.
All I need.
Now you gotta.
All right.
Now it's gotta be like the scent in the air. Then they hover in the air because they're smelling it, and then they just flutter over to the kitchen.
Pretty
Jackie
well
covered in mud
like,
and blood
some
and
of the...
fungus spores.
Can I make Oklahoma smash burgers?
Yes, you can. There is the beef looks a little bit old, but it'll get you there. There's plenty of giant onions and toast, not necessarily buns, but
All I need is toast.
All you need is.
We're making smash burgers,
Mm.
Oklahoma style.
on toast. I think it's like a patty melt technically then.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Toast. It'd be
Call,
bomb on toast if you like
Arkmon,
Texas toasted.
Darkness, you have the dagger you've been looking for a while.
We shouldn't pull. We shouldn't take it out in this crowded area.
That is probably a
It
good
might
idea.
not.
Yeah.
We should probably wait till we get into a room.
I mean, the idea is to, as soon as we can, try to get a message out to I mean, I'm half inclined to just try to destroy the damn thing right here. I mean, I haven't even tried to do that yet, but I can't imagine that's a good thing. It's cursed and all. I can't remember.
Mm.
I mean, did we receive instruction of how to actually destroy the thing, or we just know
No.
we need to destroy the thing?
You know that the only way to remove the affliction is to destroy the weapon that drank the blood in the first place.
And
How one does that is a completely different situation in Ball of
So
Wax.
we need to destroy the dagger and the orb.
with my
Destroying
well,
curse items is often complicated.
right.
Well, let's
What
two
idea?
birds, one stone.
Go ahead.
Yeah, two birds, one stone. Let's get the orb, obviously. And then go from there.
Solid plan.
I
But
think we had a
it's
recipe.
a little bit long
we had
term
a
for us.
we had a recipe for destroying cursed items. It involved a volcano and a couple of hobbits, something like that.
Do
Correct
you
me
have
if
a
I'm wrong.
volcano handy, Rail?
I might know a couple of hobbits.
Well, great. We're halfway there.
You're halfling there.
It hurts. It hurts so good.
We really need to get you some more blood.
Rail is like falling on the floor, half dazed. Just
Do you? Call will like turn to the barkeeper. Do you have like a vegetable broth or a soup?
she like elbows the one-eyed cat on the windowsill, like, you know what I'm talking about, right, bud?
The cat's just kind of frustrated that you switched from scritches to elbows and waits for you to go back to scritches.
Bap.
Does that thing with its paw where it like grabs your hand and just like pulls it back towards face, and you're like, no elbow, hand, face, scratch, you.
Listen, any cat that does that, I will instantly die for. Just saying. But yeah, Call will try to get some food for Rail. But
I'm not
also,
drunk. I'm just
yeah, but
dying.
you know how like
I'm
when
just
you
dying.
get your blood drawn, you get like cookies and juice and shit.
Get me an
So-
orange.
There's not likely going to be an orange in the tavern above Moag. I'm so sorry. There's plenty of onions, which are also very high in onion.
An onion.
Delicious onion.
Listen, a good onion soup.
Is that their main export, onion?
Yeah.
So
I'm getting
do they
Holes
have like a
vibes.
special name for their onion?
Maybe.
Can I know the name of their onion?
Yeah.
It's Munyon.
What's the name of the onion?
The onion, onion.
Munyon?
The big Munyon.
I'm asking
In
you if
fact,
they
that's
have
the
one.
name of the inn, is the Big Munyon. Here we go. I'm just doing
Cannon.
world building for you.
Thank you. The
The Big Munyon.
All right. Well, I'm smashing beef into these big munions. So we got bunyon burgers.
Munyon Bunyon.
There's bunions
Pretty
in the
sure that this
burgers?
is how, by the way,
Oh.
you're not 100% certain. It could also be rat burger.
Yeah, I mean
Oh.
it's Jackie.
It could be.
It's on
Meat.
brand.
No.
The Munyon bunion burger.
A little lean, but
So, idea. How?
dangerous.
Yeah, probably. What if I smacked it with Crusaor?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
The ancient sword. What if I?
A smack.
Yeah, I mean,
You wanna try and smash your artifact of Bahama into the cursed blade? Yeah, that sounds like a thing you could do.
We could do burgers first and then see what happens.
Well, hold on a second. Before we
I'm
go
just
to
imagining
next
Jackie
week's
poking his head out of
together.
like poking his head out of the into like the doorway, like from the kitchen. Like, oh, we can eat the burgers
Let me
first.
finish the
Actually.
burgers
The two Goliath, one of the Goliaths gets up from the table and the kind of awkward conversation about like how's the weather to like be like, are you making one of the are you making a burger? Like,
It's one of them Munion, Bunyan burgers. I don't know.
Bunyan burger.
Bunyan burgers. Sounds tasty. I should take some back to my village.
I can make a few for you. Here you go.
You did pay for
Alright.
the gold.
Rail is passing out.
Mana is also passing out
Yeah.
because it's technically time skippies. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get your rooms. I just last bit of business as we wrap up for the evening. Although I will say if you wanted to stay down and continue to schmooze with either the farmhands, with Basha, or with either of the two Goliaths, you are welcome to do so.
Oh,
You could
dude.
also hang out with the goblin who also speaks Gnomish. What are we gonna name him? We're gonna name him.
I got a good nap in. I'm a schmooze.
Schmoozing.
I hate you so much. Okay.
We're gonna name him Samson.
Samson, I love it.
Simpson.
Make sure you don't cut his hair.
With a
Yeah.
dirty 20 animal handling check.
Or the cat, excuse me.
Can I take the cat with me to bed to
God.
like snuggle?
This is getting weird.
Just imagine just like a train of like Call like dragging Rail upstairs with his like arms like by the armpits, and then as he's doing that, like she's got the cat in like the same position, just like holding it under the armpits as
I'm taking the cat to my bedroom so that we can snuggle.
What was your check?
Like-
What was your roll?
A dirty
cuddling.
20.
A dirty 20. With a dirty 20,
Dirty snuggle.
at first the cat's like, fine, leave me. Wait, no, I'm coming with you. Like,
Just snuggling.
Also,
Wait, I
Where-
wasn't serious. You were supposed to fight for me.
did we leave you?
you is
think
with
you-
Babs.
You was with Babs.
Yeah, you was with-
okay.
So once we
As
get
a
to the
spirit.
rooms,
Like,
Yeah.
We left the animals with Babs and
That's right. And the two lizards.
yeah,
Trips.
Lockheed and
And
We got,
Trips.
we got a
Trips.
whole fucking we got a whole
Yeah.
Oh wait, Lockheed and
We got a
Spear went
menagerie.
with Razor.
Lockheed and Spirit went with Razor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Absolutely.
because I wasn't gonna give
Um,
you an entire fucking zoo. I'm so
It would've
tired
been
of all the
entourage.
initiatives.
What our menagerie?
No,
we're just preceded by the like bunch of pets that runs out of the door every time Arnold opens his front door, and hey
Yep.
Arnold,
Yes,
like
like
eight cats, 3 dogs, and like some pigs. So when we get to our rooms, Call would very much like to examine the blade closer.
the cat's name is Abner, by the way.
Abner, yes.
Good cat.
Incidentally, Abner was the name of the pig from Harold.
Yes, it was.
Yes! Yes!
So, Call, you're going up to the room to examine the blade. Archon,
Yes.
are you letting? So does that mean that you two are crashing together?
If that's what it takes.
I mean, yeah, we usually don't, but I suppose. I mean, we got.
Okay.
And-
And then so in room number 2, it's gonna be Rail and
Uru.
Uru.
Yeah, that works. I would be heading upstairs pretty soon too, to try to sleep off this concussion.
Plus Abner.
I'm setting everybody up with a Munion Bunyan burger.
And then Jackie and Darkness.
It's just all onions for Rail.
Darkness, you want to do some performing at the tavern while you're here?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Darkness didn't really have to do a whole lot. He kind of just fell on some mushrooms, got a little high, and cast a couple of spells. He's doing great. He was full HP, never got hit. Yeah, he doesn't know what the rest of you guys are complaining about.
Yeah,
Aren't
I am
you
fine, too.
wanted?
I never took a hit. The
What?
whole time I slept.
we don't-
mad.
There is a small assortment of wanted posters, like just off to the side, along with like the quest board and like the job board, and you do see that there is a picture of you, but it is one of the older versions of your wanted posters, so like the blonde version of you. So you think you're good. But Jackie, you absolutely remember the wanted poster for Sanji?
Yeah.
It's
like a
very much
fat-
that vibe.
A fatter version of.
Like the
Yeah.
baby fat, so it's like when you're that awkward like 14-year-old and you still have the chub in your cheeks. Like it's
So
clearly a
Implying I
very
ever
dated
lost it.
poster.
I will say, just in case it matters, I do have disguise self, so I will cast that on myself if the situation requires it.
Big
That's up to you.
Mario
Might as well
mustache.
cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give yourself a big mustache.
Just a huge, voluminous mustache. It's clearly
I'm
way
thinking like
too.
Yosemite Sam.
Yeah. And
Yes.
Yeah.
he keeps his youthful appearance though, so it's like a little disconcerting. You're like, how is that?
It's very hipster. Like you're missing a
Mhm.
trilby and a monocle, and then like.
Exactly.
In fact, we'll say your disguise self kit has a trilby and a monocle in it.
Oh, I love it.
There we go.
Don't forget the cuffed skinny jeans.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
of course.
yes.
With the plaid.
And the suspenders.
But like only your left leg is cuffed higher because you actually ride your bicycle everywhere.
I ride a
Oh my
fixie.
god. Yeah, you gotta make sure it doesn't get caught in the chain.
This person exists
Mhm.
in the real world, and I need somebody to do art for him so that way he can
Real.
also exist. Bring him to life. All right. So Jackie and Darkness will be together. Rael, Uru, and Abner are together. Arkmon and Call are together. I think Uru wants to try and get some more insight from the Goliaths, and we'll do some rolls one-on-one to figure out what that looks like. Arkmon and Call are gonna rack their brains together to try to figure out what's going on with the blade. And in the meantime, Jackie and Darkness are gonna enjoy the tavern.
Yeah, I know we're playing some music and eating some good food.
Maybe getting some more information about where exactly it is you are, because you are no longer in Moag, you're technically above Moag.
Here's the Sanji reference that you made, the wanted poster versus the actual. So that's kind of what we're going on with Jackie here.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, no,
That'd be good if
that's,
we could-
that's exactly it. Yeah.
We're gonna need to find a stealthy way back into Moag.
Oh my god, I could totally go for a burger right now.
Oh my gosh, shut
Oh,
up.
Like in the real
God.
world?
Damn
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Why'd
Yeah,
you
that's
have
my
to-
husband for you.
God damn it.
Yeah. Next week.
Ugh,
Next week for D&D, we should all get burgers to celebrate.
we should totally get burgers.
Yes, I'm in.
We'll do
I'm
Habit
always.
or In-N-Out.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
in for a burger. Always.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do Burger Monday.
Burger.
That was a great game, you guys.
Oh my god, what an awesome session.
We
Fantastic.
I finally
barely
got to use the
fucking made it
wand.
out.
There's two things I have that I've wanted to use for so long but never got the chance. One of them was the wand, and the
was gonna say
second
it was- Sorry, good.
and the second I was like, I'm right in front of him. Blind this motherfucker.
I was gonna say it was
So
it was
fucking cool.
really coincidental
Yeah.
that Darkness brought up that he didn't take any damage because neither did Nadar. He was blinded, sure, and he was a little fooled.
That's a
'cause he-
win.
Neither
That's
did
the way.
Jackie. Thank you.
Hey, there you go.
I took some
Yeah,
sleep.
I was hoping he wouldn't be immune to fire when I heat blasted him. He might just be like resistant, and he'd take
Absolutely
something.
the
but-
fuck not.
I actually healed Ted.
I feel like you
in the
should have
fight.
known that, but I feel like you were also just angry, and so
That's
that makes
fair.
sense for like your character
Yeah.
in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment.
Listen,
it was a fire breath for dramatic purposes.
Yeah.
it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done.
It's about sending a message.
So
Mhm.
Rail is the ultimate winner because
You have a cat now?
she fucking died
Does actually.
But
I
Liv,
do
and then
think
still
over-
walked away
I
with
do
a
think
fucking.
over the course of that battle, I took more
I-
damage than you.
I don't know. All in all, I think the
Because
Sorry.
we kept healing you,
Because we kept
Uru.
healing me, and I kept getting hit for like 30 damage.
Dude, I slapped
I personally
Yep.
got to give it up for Arkmon with the absolutely clutch
With the
mage hand.
skies and the mage hand into the
Feel the
green.
dagger.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
that was very, very clutch, man.
And
I-
I have one more skill that I want to use, but we like haven't ever had to do a strength check since I got it. It's driving me nuts.
Dude, you're
It'll
telling me I have
happen.
a bunch of abilities that I'm just chilling on. I'll use them someday, maybe. Hopefully not. Actually, a bunch of them I really don't want to ever have to use, but they're
I was
there.
gonna say there's a handful of
I'm-
items that you guys still haven't used. What abilities are you also like? I don't need to like. Y'all like to save shit. That's not on me.
All I know is
I
I'm
wanna
sitting here
know-
looking at
Just
all of my
check yet.
burned abilities, and I'm thinking it must be nice. It must be nice.
It's always
I
friggin'
want to know what
wisdom and
items y'all are
dex.
hoarding. Because I don't have shit. I have a bunch of like dragon
I have-
teeth and scales and bones and stuff that I'm gonna make
I
jewelry out
have
of, and that's
a
it.
candle.
Well, there you go. That's a pretty good one.
Oh,
I can play the saxophone, Adam.
oh, I could.
Good.
Yeah,
I have a
pretty much.
donkey named Donkey, and I don't know where he is.
That's not an item.
Why
Could
not?
be, though.
That's a
I have-
person.
I have
It's in my inventory.
cinnamon-
Either way, he misplaced them.
I
A
have
donkey's not a
cinnamon, nutmeg, and
person.
chilies.
There's still a cursed ring of super strength.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, there's that. There's that.
Yeah. There's a strange key that will only
No,
unlock
I
something once.
have a cursed ring of intermittent super strength, but doesn't mean we can use it to our advantage.
Mm. Can I use it? Can I use my key on Nadar's skull and open that?
That's a good question.
There's a puzzle box from a fair that somebody still hasn't opened.
Yo, I've been trying to, and every time I try to, I never get the chance to do it. But there have been
hey.
a couple of times where I tried to do it.
But yeah,
There's
One-
the necklace.
Yeah, no, I know the charm necklace. Yeah, yeah.
He's
I didn't think
He's
charming would
it.
be a good.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
no,
necessarily
Nadar.
guess
No.
So it would not be a good play to use against Nadar.
Yeah.
To be fair, and I
Eh.
won't explain why. But you could assume that he's probably not particularly vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm
Now-
such a charming individual. I think it could have worked.
Well, so but I will say there in a couple circumstances where I have gone for like a deception or persuasion, Arkmon on I don't know some kind of moral stance and maybe a little bit of cockiness maybe that he shouldn't have, but he would rather naturally just persuade somebody to instead of tricking them, that sort of thing. So a
That's
little bit of that as well has come into play in opportunities, but I am aware of that one. The jug I don't have anymore, so I don't know why I still have that in my inventory.
I'm just waiting for strength.
Tried to use the pen.
One day.
The pen has come in clutch actually for a couple little things. Where
Wait, you got rid of the jug?
I was
My-
like, when did we get rid of the jug?
I gave my mom the jug. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
I
You
was
gave it,
as a like.
sorry, it's
Take
in my mind
care.
that's less of a you got rid of it and
Yeah.
more of a like it's not currently on you.
She would have something to comfort her in the time of fucking agony that she's dealing with right now.
It was a very clutch maneuver.
So that was my feel on that. But otherwise, yeah. And then the like the things like the mirror that came in real clutch to use Misty Steps through the. There you go. So I've been trying
Oh
to
my
look at my
God.
shit every time. But
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Most people forget
Speaking
about
of speaking of Mama Harpode, I wonder if her or Arkmon's dad might know a thing or two about destroying some cursed daggers.
A good question.
Certainly.
Someone gave us a recipe. I don't remember who, but
we-
somebody was like, "Yeah, it did fire and hellfire or whatever destroys cursed items."
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
Not a thing. Just not a
That's
thing.
not a thing.
Why not?
Fire.
What am I thinking of then? Because
I have
I
no
swear to
idea.
God, when they examined the orb, like I think it was Arkmon who did an investigation on the orb to like figure out how to get rid of it. It was like the only way that you can get rid of it is by doing XYZ.
Yeah. So sorry, I oversimplified your statement. So you're not technically wrong that fire would destroy the item, but it's more
I
about
have
fire.
a candle.
It's more about what? It's more about what?
A
Sorry, you cut off.
fire.
Okay, a specific fire.
Yeah. So like the vision was,
Magical fire.
you know how we keep making the joke about like taking the ring to Mordor?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's the hobbits.
there might be something a bit more akin to that later, but I'm not going to talk about it now because it's like roleplay stuff that you can totally talk
Okay,
about.
so we need a volcano and a couple of hobbits. I got
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly. Yeah.
You see a
All
couple
right,
of
we're
short
good.
people, you got the shrinky drink, so you're covered
All
there.
right. So
And then all
Mana,
you
I'm
can go
gonna send you a message. Hold on.
Okay. I need to go.
Everyone else talk.
Like, everybody else. Discussion. Things, stuff.
Womp 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 womp.
But yeah, like
Oh man.
I've literally been thinking about that play for 2 weeks. Like we can't square up against him right now, especially in the
No.
condition that everybody is. Like even if we were
No.
full health, that is pushing it.
Yeah.
Potentially. Who knows how tanky this motherfucker
He'd
is.
have to eat a magic shrink cake.
I do.
Oh,
I know.
uh,
I know how
Right.
tanky this motherfucker is.
I
Yeah.
will just throw out, we did literally nothing but run away and still almost died. I think at full health, we would still be fucked.
I think
Yeah.
some of us might die, but
I think
we'll
all
be
of
okay.
us might die.
If we could, at our current level, yeah, we would probably TPK. But I think that with the benefit
y'all
of
took my warning to heart instead of being like, "No, man is bluffing."
Oh, trust
Listen.
me. Trust me. My
I've-
my face spirit taught us that you were not bluffing, if anything else.
real quickly.
yeah, no,
Ultra-
that was
Real quick, what?
sorry.
Sorry, I'm just gonna thank Ultra. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. I saw you playing that Here's the Kingdom. Appreciate the raid. Yeah, sorry. Go for
Nice. I forget.
it. Sorry, I did.
Talk about how you guys would likely die if you were to face down Nadar in your current
Yes.
state of play.
Yeah, no. I had a feeling this was not the time, especially because we were just kind of jacked up.
Also, because you're tiny, call. You can't face Nadar.
That's
As
exactly
tiny
what I've been
call.
saying. Thank
Yeah.
you. Finally, someone has been listening to me.
dude,
It's
But it
does
is
it matter?
funny.
Does
See,
it matter if you kill him? Does it matter?
that's
yes.
even more
Yes.
victorious.
Yes.
Yes.
all
I
right,
feel
all
like
right.
I
It
wasn't
matters.
warned how tall he is.
Just a dead Nadar with a tiny caul on top of his belly going. Come on.
I see.
But-
I think
Yes,
it would have been
because I take
funnier
myself seriously.
if we had gotten Nadar to also drink a Shrinky Dink, and then we could just have like the two mini dragons going at it. It would have been adorable.
A little get together. Yeah.
Hey, all of
A
our
little
plans for
get
dealing
together,
with
shut the
enemies
fuck
cannot
up.
be beating them shrinky drink.
But it worked
I mean, it's
so
worked pretty
well.
well so far. It's a fair argument.
I'll let you do it once, but then probably not a second. Much like the silence trick, I'll let you do that the one time because you got me, but not again.
In our defense, no one survived to tell anybody else about the shrinking drink cake.
I made smash burgers. Like we won. We're good.
Make me a mushroom burger.
But
Mhm.
but motivation wise, if Arkmon fucked that up, he was ready to die for it. If he could somehow get that out of dude's possession. He was determined to do it.
Aw.
No, if it didn't work out as well as it fucking did, which was some incredible
Dude.
rolls.
Oh my god,
good
yeah,
shit.
dude, that's that
Followed by
that
some
bluff,
shit. You rolled a 1, dude.
dude.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, Rail, that maneuver that you the wild magic was so
The wild magic
Oh.
was
Thank you
huge.
for the nap. I
A
do appreciate
clutch.
that
I gotta
that
say it's like
literally saved the party.
it's like the one time that wild magic didn't fuck us
Yeah.
I've been telling
horribly.
you the whole time. You
No,
just
it's
gotta
thematic.
believe in the wild
Whoa,
magic.
hold on. I think the first time I made grilled cheeses, like, you're doing all right.
No,
It changed your
no.
hair that one time. That was pretty cool.
It changed your hair.
That one was okay. The other times I definitely like blew up some shit and lit everyone on fire and blew up some other people.
It's because you were scared of the wild magic. You didn't believe in it. This time you were like, no, hold on.
What are the
I
cards?
get wild magic out of this too.
I'll be
You thought
completely
about it in
honest.
a positive light.
I think the
positive
regular
thing
magic.
happened.
I think it was the regular magic that you've done the most damage with the ice daggers. It's the AoE. I don't think it's
Oh
the
my
wild.
God.
It's not the wild magic. It's the regular magic.
Listen,
Go
we're
wi-
not doing ice daggers anymore already.
Go
She put
wild.
those away. She gave those up.
Hung
Saying,
up your ice daggers.
positive
She hung them
mindset.
up.
Oh, but this
No,
was
yes, there
I didn't
are-
really do that much, but y'all shined.
So to revisit, there was a fight that you guys had in the cave where I dropped a substantial amount of loot.
Yeah, we didn't
So-
get any of that.
That's okay. We survived. Our lives is
We
the best treasure.
survived. Yeah.
I think we were more worried
And if
about
you feel
living
like-
than looting.
If you feel like
The
you
real
didn't do
treasure was
anything,
the friendships we survived along the way.
I'll tell you what Jackie did today. I ran. I turned invisible. I slapped someone's ass, and then I ran again. Then I ran back, and then I touched somebody with my pinky, and then I ran away again, and then I fell asleep, and then I got carried a bit, and then I made burgers. That's all I did.
Bit,
That was
fuck
it.
you.
That was
Living the
my.
I don't know what you're saying. That's all you did. That seems like a pretty loaded day.
Yeah.
Slapping
living the
ass
life,
and
son.
sleeping and making food. I guess it was all right. Yeah.
Laughing ass and sleeping in. That's my motto. That is
Right.
I love it.
And eating burgers. All right.
Ray, I need a
Oh
new
my
sticker.
God,
I need a new sticker. It
Laughing
says slapping
ass.
ass.
Laughing
sleeping
ass
in.
and sleeping in. All right, I'm on it. I'm fucking on it. Let's go.
I need, and for that I need like one of
Oh.
those like circular like rain frogs, but like a behind shot, so it's just their little butt.
The witch frog?
Those tiny little like those like frogs that are just like a perfect little ball.
Send me
Oh,
a picture. Send me a picture.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then just to recount, because I figure it's probably a good visual, like reminder for the wanted posters. There's a wanted poster for Polly for libel, Razor for Crimes Against the Shadow, Xavier Little Whisper for outstanding debt, Ribbons Thorn for Crimes Against the Shadow, Norman Von Tess, missing son of the Von Tess family, Bog Ross, Crimes Against the Shadow, and then Red Rage, also known as Countess Jessica Brightflame, to be turned in for abandoning their rank, and they are expected to report in. So must be returned alive.
But Red Rage said she's cool, right? She's
Red
chilling.
Rage told Red Rage told Razor that I just hit my bong, and so I was just like,
Nice.
Red Rage
End
told
of session.
and end of session. Red Rage told Razor that things were fine. There's some familial shit that she's expected to do, but she doesn't really want to talk about it a whole heck of a lot. Because family and it's complicated, and as Craig mentioned, Razor's not the kind of person to press, especially regarding family stuff, so he would probably be respectful
Yeah,
unless
everybody's got something in their past, right?
So Razor's message to Rail was just, yeah, Red Rage says what's up.
Kind of.
That was the fucking message.
He
whole
lets
thing.
you know that she's okay. Like,
Uh-huh.
she's not in harm or anything like that.
Hold on. Razor never asked Red Rage about, like, so Rail said hi.
I would have mentioned.
Would you? How am I supposed to know that?
That's a good point. I didn't think about it.
I have to move so many pieces, Craig. You gotta help me out
I
sometimes.
know. I'm sorry. It was just in the middle of combat. And then Rail's like, "What's going on with Red Rage?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Huh?
We're in the middle of combat."
That's no excuse. All right. Combat is all around us.
I do feel like, to be fair, the bulk of your message was mostly about
about
what was it?
Call
Call?
missing me.
And so
Okay,
that
listen.
might have detracted a bit from your love letter to your waifu in Weatherlight.
Listen, Paul
You
had some
listen.
things that he needed to get off of his chest, and there was only one way that I knew how to do that, and I'm gonna do right by my friend, okay?
That's fair.
And also,
He deserves
also,
what?
Red Rage wouldn't have asked about Rail.
Maybe.
She might not actually. She's pretty
She's
stoic.
got some shit on her mind.
Yeah.
I think
I wouldn't-
Rail's one of those things.
I wouldn't be offended if she didn't.
He says.
Again, I think it's more of a like has shit on her like a lot of stuff on her mind right now, and so just isn't really thinking about it. But if was brought
Listen,
to her attention,
I'm obsessed
I
with
do
Red Rage.
feel-
I don't believe she's obsessed with me. I'm
do feel
100%.
like
so you should get more the sense that like Red Rage has that like I can't let them too close because I don't want them to get hurt kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like, I can't let
Yeah.
anyone know that that's how I feel about them because then she'll be in extra danger. Not that you're not already, like, cursed by a fucking dragon orb and your
She
village is
doesn't know
slowly dying to a curse because of the woods and, like, you're seeing more of your little buddy now than you were previously, and that's getting kind of concerning. Alden, right?
I'm spending my free time making jewelry out of the bones and dragon fangs that I've collected for Red Rage. Okay, I plan on winning her over one way or another. So I am an ant and she can step on me, and that's fine.
hey, I respect that.
I did model her off of Rhea Ripley, and in hindsight, I probably
Exactly.
shouldn't have made her the hottest fucking character in the game.
No, you did it right.
I feel
did
like
what you had
it made like I did what needed to be done.
Did you not see the Rhea Saudi Arabia entrance? You did it right.
I did not. No.
Oh my god.
My freaking ankle.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like Razor would have said something.
Oh, by
along
the
lines-
way,
changing topics. Would have said something along the lines of like, yeah, Rail's just wondering how you were is all. Right? Not to like throw it right out there, but more like, you gotta get that good piece of bait on the line to see if the fish bites.
right.
Oh, you talking about fishing? Oh, hell yeah. Hold on, let me come down.
It has been a minute.
Fuck
From
examining
the
this.
dead of sleep. I heard fishing.
I can research the dagger anytime. Let me get all this fishing talk. Hold on.
I was gonna say that there
Wait a minute.
there is some pretty decent wetlands here. You mentioned you could probably drum up some pretty fat little crawfish if you just
I got the
spent a
itch.
couple minutes, wake up early in the morning.
Maybe the.
Actually, yeah, let's
sound of the
say that
water will-
Arkmon does get the inclination that if you wanted to wake up super early, like when your breakfast is going to be arriving most likely, and then take that out to the little bayou over there, catch you some crawfish.
Might help clear my mind after all the shenanigans we've been in, and how
Yep.
close I was to fucking that all up.
Well,
so scary.
thank you everyone for playing. I'm glad you were all patient.
Glad we survived.
It was the payoff was well worth it.
I mean,
Thank
you
you
didn't
for
technically
putting
get
this
paid.
together.
You got to survive to fight another day.
No, we literally got zero loot from that.
Do you know how many dead people win the day?
The real
Not
truth
many.
was the friendship you made along the way.
Exactly.
You did make really good headway with the myconids from that particular colony because darkness chose to heal them instead of just like
Leaving them to die.
leaving them to die,
Yeah.
which you could have done.
Yeah.
We're
Like,
cool with
was
the
also
Myconids,
clutch.
and also Abner, the fat one-eyed cat, is my new best friend. So that's a win.
it's
A win is
true.
a win.
Abner does adore you now, as
I
long
will
as
say,
you
we got hella connections right now.
We got the cat connection. We got the mushroom
We
connection.
got the myconids.
And the plants, I've
The-
been talking to the plants a little bit.
I got the insect life on lock.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Paul
I have
is
my
a
giant
literal
spider.
minor deity to,
This giant spider.
to a bunch of
I again
kobolds.
did not
Can
sign
we
up
have
for that.
Can we have a name for the giant spider?
That's totally up to you.
Boris.
Carl.
Eugene.
Jerry.
It's Boris.
Eugene. We've already got a
Jerry.
No,
Jerry.
it's Boris.
Do we have a
Sorry.
Jerry?
Boris is too cool.
Who's
I feel
Jerry?
like we already had a Jerry.
Jerry
Ah.
was Jerry was
don't think we
Jerry
have a
was Arkmon's Abishai.
Call him Itsy Bitsy.
No,
Oh.
wasn't it Urugaru's Fae thing?
That was Kevin.
That was Kevin.
That was Kevin. That
And
was
he
Kevin.
had
Wait.
a little bit of bloodlust.
That was
Bruce.
Kevin with the bloodlust.
That's
Bruce
okay. We can do
Robertson.
Jericho. I like Jericho for the
Guys,
spider.
Jericho works.
Guys, how am I the only Who fan, guys?
Look, when you enchant a spider to make it large,
He's
you can
Boris the
Frank-
spider.
Frankie Seven Legs.
Scarlet. Go old school.
I love all
That-
of these,
that
but I
spider
already
died.
decided on Jericho.
That spider
so
did
I'm gonna-
die.
I'm gonna go with Jericho.
Have you seen the show Jericho?
No,
What?
I've heard of it. I
Everyone
don't
dies.
remember anything about it though.
I
It-
have not
so
had
not
dinner yet.
important.
Craig, do you already have a spider friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, in game?
Yeah. Wait,
Not-
hold on. Commercial break?
Not
What
sure
did
I
you
like
think
where
I
this
was talking
conversation
about?
was going.
Do you have a pet spider?
yeah. Not an official pet.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
It's more like you have a spider that lives outside your window and you
No, he lives in my room.
Oh, that's fine.
He lives in the web that's just above my PC here.
Just
And
vibe.
just vibes.
Yeah.
I respect
I
it.
would. I respect it. Could not emulate it.
I've
No,
kept
I
garden
respect
spiders
it.
in the house. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
deal with a spider in my room until I see spider bites on me. They're dead.
We had a pretty bad fruit fly problem around my plants because they kept laying their eggs in the soil. And then a spider moved in and put a web up in my fucking
It was like buffet,
He's like,
bitches.
no.
yeah. And I looked in there one day and I saw all of the fruit flies got caught in this tiny ass little web, and I was like,
Nice.
you know what? We're cool.
Efficiency.
We're cool.
It's like I'm saving these for later.
Exactly.
You gonna eat
Yeah.
babies? No, I'm just gonna hold on to them.
That's
Don't worry
exactly
about
what
them.
happened
Yeah.
to me and Boris.
Snack.
And then you light
Mhm.
your plant on fire. Yeah.
Is I had a bit of an
Yeah.
issue with some flies, and he moved in and he ate the flies, and then since then we kind of live on a basis of if I find bugs in the room, I don't do anything with them, and I let Boris deal with them.
Hey, I'm fine vibing with them in the general house, but if I catch them in my bedroom or if I catch them in my bathroom, I'm gonna relocate them, because I don't like not knowing where they are, and I don't like being in a vulnerable pantsless position, looking at a spider.
He's only ever crawled on me once, so
No,
I
that's
still
once too many
remember-
for me. Sorry.
My parents lived just outside of the town of Santa Rosa at this place. Beautiful place, but the spider problem was a thing. It was countryside.
Mm.
And there was
Mhm.
always one in the fucking shower that would like line up with where you were standing just above you. Like you'd move and it would move
It would
over, and
just
you'd move and it'd
it
move
would
over.
just
Yeah.
watch you.
And
Fuck
you just
that.
fucking like have to take a fast shower as you kept shimmying around because you knew it was gonna fucking drop at some point. And you're like, I can't put shampoo in my fucking hair right now. This fucking
Yeah.
spider. I know
Eyes
that's
like
what it's
the
gonna
instant
do.
you
It.
take your eyes off him,
It
he's gonna
knows
be
it.
like, "Chooch!"
I
They
do
were like the
apologize.
size of a silver dollar in terms of like legs too. Like these things were
Fuck
fucking.
no.
Yeah, they were not small.
I do apologize for creating the tangent. Aside finished.
Get food.
I have the ability to I have that ability where I can get spiders to leave messages for me, but I don't have an official spider.
Got it.
This spider is probably willing to join your flock with a animal handling score of, let's call it, we're gonna say a DC 14.
Ooh.
Jericho's already under my control. I can
Until the spell wears off.
Sure, but
True.
like we're seeing if Jericho will willingly join your flock.
Okay,
Yeah, like
I'll let him
10
decide
minutes
for
of
Like,
himself.
compelling
there's
him.
because there is
Yeah.
a likelihood that Jericho is just gonna continue off into the marshlands. Like
The
Like,
spell
there's
only
no
lasts
tomorrow.
for 10 minutes.
he's
It only
gonna
lasts for 10
run.
minutes.
He's a spider. He has no concept of time.
Okay.
And
He's gonna
For
he's
listen,
gonna
for those 10
viva like
minutes,
there's no mañana.
for those 10 minutes, I was a god.
Exactly. Like literally, he has no idea it's gonna wear off at any point. He's just living his best life as a giant spider, and at some point, it's gonna stop. And what I'm looking to see is, can Uru convince him, "Hey, buddy, you want another hit of that good stuff?" And like,
Oh,
does
shit.
Jericho decide that he's had his fill and he spent his time in the sun, but now he's okay being a tiny spider, or does he now also have the bloodlust?
can I
Does he
respond
crave
to gain an
brains?
advantage on this?
Important
No
question.
advantage. We're just because he's wary of you and the rest of your bugs.
Okay.
But you gain so it's a wash. So like there's rays compelling. Plus it was a lot of fun to be a big spider.
Yeah.
So it's like we're gonna call it a wash, and it's a DC. What did I
Okay.
say? 13.
Yeah, I was
14?
just wondering if I could use Beast Bond to charm it to gain a bit of an advantage on that. That's all good.
We'll say
DC
no because it's
14. Yep, that's fair.
we'll say no because it's not a beast, it's an insect. But if you have a point
Doesn't matter. I'm the insect god.
what'd you roll?
17.
17. Fantastic. So Jericho is now part of your flight and is better at leaving messages than the rest of the spiders.
Fuck yeah.
So like, whereas
Urugaru
the
fucking turned
other
his baseball cap backwards and threw a Pokeball.
Yep.
I was gonna say, where the other spiders could leave like a single cryptic message, Jericho is actually able to much like in Charlotte's Web, he could do like "what a fine pig" or something like that. Like, can do a simple sentence.
Okay,
Oh my god, I love that.
I like that.
The other spiders were like, yes, no, like 3-letter words, very simple stuff.
Yeah, it was 3 words or fewer, and they had to be like simple sentences.
Whereas Jericho could actually put together a sentence.
The spiders watch him for a minute and then they just leave "show off" in the corner.
Exactly. Like this asshole.
This fucking overachiever over
I
here.
love all bugs, but
They don't have to get along.
Shadonzi is the beautiful one, and Jericho is my bestest spider friend. So I mean,
Oh, Jericho's
You got-
absolutely like wanting to try and eat
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
All the time.
He's a
Alright.
he's a hungry little fella.
Alright.
I'm pretty lenient on him eating things, but I make sure I keep Shadonzi a fair way away from him.
Yeah,
Like,
Shindanzi, it's very much what was their face? Georgette in Oliver and Company, like when they see this spider, they're like, absolutely not. No.
It's like, you go near her, don't. I am fine with you eating a lot of things.
I actually like to think that the spider's probably more like what was the name of the little rat dog, a little chihuahua in in Oliver and Company. That he's probably also like madly in love with her, but she's like absolutely not.
Right? Honestly, like that's a mantis. She could probably hold her own depending on how big he is.
Yeah, no, of course. Just like
Oh,
how
yeah.
a poodle would absolutely destroy a fucking chihuahua if we're playing like animal versus animal. A poodle isn't like poodles are mean.
Yeah,
Stop
no,
Chihuahuas are
poodles have
trying
a
to
fucking
get my
cruel
cool.
pug
streak
friends
on
to
them.
kill each
Fuck a
other,
poodle.
guys.
But like
They're
poodles
fine.
are smart. Like
Listen, we're just
Tito,
talking
by the
like
way, is
celebrity
Chihuahua.
deathmatch hypotheticals here.
exactly. I'm just saying if we were to size them up, I feel like absolutely your
Donji would
mantis.
murder his soul.
She's also
Murk
psychic.
him.
Like
Yes, she could. She could
Like-
absolutely murk him.
there's a psychic type Pokemon versus a fucking Caterpie. Like
Yeah.
actually I don't know if
That would actually
Bug.
go. That would actually go pretty poorly. Bug is super effective against psychic.
Then maybe who knows? I mean, we'll see how this telenovela of Bug that this side monstrosity I've created. Fucking
Yay.
I do this to myself.
I love it.
Spider friend.
I also, to be fair, I also did this to you when you introduced me to a spider. I was like, hey, fuck it, giant insect, let's go.
Right, and like I can't help but want to be like, okay, yeah, you absolutely cast a giant insect on the spider, and therefore it does what spiders would like to do, which is I am immediately starving. Oh look, a cow.
Yeah, cow.
Uh-huh. I'm
You
chaotic
do.
right now, alright? It's fine.
You sure are.
I'm gonna be honest. I half expected that to be another fight. Like if you had said, "All right, roll initiative," I would have been like,
Yeah, here we
"Man,
go.
She
Well,
had
that's
a
the other
line,
part of my
but he's
spell.
right."
No, that's the other part of my spell is that the spider was obeying me also.
Yeah,
like I
I-
could
That
give it
I
and
don't.
as I pointed out, the spider was like, I don't eat depressed things. They taste like day old French fries. Like
Yeah. I was a little too sad.
That
I am
key-
gonna go grab dinner though. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh
So.
shit.
Oh, word.
Have
About to
fun.
say,
Craig.
that cow was
GG's,
at,
man.
that cow was at the pinnacle of its life. It was happy as shit. It was perfect.
That cow was minding all of its own business.
Not
It
a
had
bad time
achieved
to go.
nirvana.
Yeah, perfect
Don't
time to go.
give the cow a backstory. I'm gonna be sad.
it is
Yeah.
unfortunate
Right?
because now the cheese is just never going to be the same in Moag.
That cow's name was Urkel. Like we had things coming.
That's the opposite of what I just asked you to do. Please don't do that.
That
It's
was
going to be a little
the
mini
cow.
funeral.
It was the cow.
Leaves behind a husband and 2 calves.
Oh.
Chloe meant so much to the city.
You guys are killing me.
It's okay though
Valued
because
member
they're
of
they're
this
not gonna
community.
they're not gonna hold you accountable. They're gonna hold the farmer accountable for not doing anything when he should have. It's gonna be his.
This
It's
was-
gonna be his problem.
This was actually the masked cow, and this was our only hope. She was a renowned hero, and her secret identity was kept secret from everyone, so no one will even know that she perished.
Wow.
She's the one
Well,
that
just
kept
like-
Moag down.
Well, good
Into
heroes
the
don't
world.
get old. They just die.
True.
Thank you. You've successfully ruined my night. I love all of you.
Good
Goodbye.
night. Everybody.
Call.
It's okay. It's okay. We get smash burgers now.
Yeah, we'll do burgers next week. All right.
I'm ready for
In,
that. That
in
sounds
loving
fun.
memory of Eustace.
Get yourself a double cheeseburger.
Look at the bacon.
And that's what the spider got. That's a
Alright,
big
get out
old
of my
double cheeseburger.
Discord. I'm gonna go to HWC. Oh no, I'm going
Good
to
night.
bed. Fuck, it's 10:40.
Good night, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thanks
no,
again.
I'm out. Good night, y'all. Bye.
GG's, gang.
GG's.